Hello, hello, hello. Let me just go ahead and turn this music down a notch. I hope everyone's doing good. Welcome out to episode 10. We have reached the 10th week in a row. 11th if you include our week off. Welcome out to the stream. I'm going to go ahead and put everyone on the cam now. And yeah, we'll get on with episode 10. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Thanks again to obviously Sam for coming in with that host. Much appreciated. So I'm going to bring you guys up. Wait, I'm muted. Hold on. I'm going to bring you guys up now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, hello, hello. How we doing?
Hello.
Howdy.
Good.
How is everyone? Doing good?
Yes.
Good, good, good. Well, welcome out to episode 10, everybody. We've reached the double digits.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also, apologies if you can hear a very faint buzzing on my mic. I've got my fan on because in England it has sucked this week in terms of heat.
Yeah, it's been extremely hot.
So stuffy.
Yeah.
How's everyone's week's been? Good?
Excellent, yes.
Yeah.
Super.
Good stuff. Well,
How's your week?
Yeah.
no one ever asks. No, it's good. It's been all right, yeah.
Shut up.
God damn it.
Uneventful. But thank you everyone for coming out. Does anyone have anything they want to announce or speak about first?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. All right. Does everyone have a snack selection for today? Because I know that it's always Jari and Sam that come prepared. And the rest of us miss out. I always see Dodger always brings in like an amazing meal for Sam during the stream at some point.
God, I know.
And I'm always sat there like
Jealous.
with envy.
So nice.
I've got a bottle of water.
I've just got coffee.
I have water. Stay hydrated.
Yeah. So, all right. If we're ready, then
Oh yeah, I need to update DB on. Fuck.
that's okay.
Yeah, I haven't
do it as you
updated
go.
mine. I apologize, friends. I apologize.
It's okay. So if you didn't realize, last session, everyone leveled up to level 10. So 10.
10.
I'm mixing up all my numbers today.
I was like, God damn it.
Last
Hell
session,
yeah, we're level 10.
episode 9, everyone leveled up to level 5
You
for
said
episode
it.
10.
Sorry. You can't go back on it. You said
no.
it.
That's
Take
fair.
backsies.
Yeah,
Don't take that.
yeah, that's how it rules in D&D.
Yeah, it is. I read that.
So, yeah, everyone's level 5 now. So if their D&D Beyonds are not updated, it's fine. You lot will know. And it's a pretty good level for most people. So I think it's actually a good level just all around. Spellcasters get their next spell slots, and you fighters get to hit twice. You pretty much double your turn.
You did, yes, yeah.
It's good
Hell
fun.
yeah.
All right. Well, let me just. Hopefully, my music doesn't break today randomly. That's so strange. I had to restart my entire computer just to get it back. It's very strange.
Fucking edit my character sheet, dude.
You can't edit it.
Don't let me.
Really?
Oh, here we go.
Let me just see if this music kicks in. Okay, there you go. Good. My music's working. Fantastic news. Okay. So, to recap you where we left off in episode 9. After the battle, within the halls of Anhor Roll, where you managed to defend an experimental device known as the Targeter to wipe out all of the Kruthik within the dwarven town, you made your way down into the depths of the mountain, killing the last remaining Kruthik, before descending into the hive. A 3-hour-long descent in a focused tunnel. A tunnel has been dug straight towards the dwarven settlement. You finally arrived in a room full of larger, closer to hatching eggs. You followed the tunnels and battled a hive lord, only to hear the queen roar from deeper into the hive. You continued onward. Skipping past one of the rooms to the left, you headed straight down into the brutally hot lair of the queen. You, along with Morgus, pushed on and made quick work of the queen after many nat 20s, unleashing absolute fury upon her, striking her dead.
Still salty? Is that?
I was not salty. I just, just think maybe the game was broken last week. We've updated it.
Alright.
Now, presently, you find yourselves in a cavernous lair. There's pits with slow flowing lava to scatter around the room. All across the back wall, you've got this, past this kind of oozing body of the dead queen, where you've just got the spluttered axe hole just dripping it all across the floor. You see, against the wall are the most recent, far smaller, almost pinkish in colour, the latest eggs the queen had laid. These ones are more the size of ostrich eggs. They're far smaller than the ones you saw in the other room. And the other ones in the other room were like a darker brown colour. The outer layer of the eggs is less shell-like and more sticky. It looks more organic. It's like fatty lumps instead of in traditional eggs.
Ew.
Scold and Saphira, you just tore spikes from yourself as you just both, in kind of a daring attempt, it unleashed as many spikes as it could, and you both failed your throw and had to pull out this nasty kind of brittle spike from yourself. You find yourself stood there in the room with a panting Morgus beside you. All of you, well, only the front line is really covered in bits of the queen's blood. You're in this burning hot room with lava flowing beneath you. The eggs ahead of you, as I said, and then there's like a large red rock over to the left as well that kind of stands out on its own, stalagmites and stalactites around the room. What would you like to do, party?
Well, I guess we could get some eggs to bring back, right? Yeah.
As many as I can carry.
Okay.
How heavy are the eggs?
Yeah, I guess.
Go and lift one. Or attempt. Like, they're only about this size, so
I guess I'll
it's quite
maybe
small in
check out
comparison.
the red rock. Just kind of
Okay.
nose over there, see what it's all about.
So this rock is essentially probably the size of Scold if he was kind of crouched over into a ball. Yeah. It's almost like a boulder of just this kind of a red lining going through it. It's blackened. Roll an investigation check. Why are you laughing, Zach?
Just of all the ways you could have described the boulder. Like, oh, it's Scold if he rolled into a ball.
Do you know what I was trying to do? I was thinking, how big is this boulder? I was going to say, it was like 2 fears stacked up. And I was like, no. What's 2 fears stacked up? That's Scold. And that's where my mind went.
That's great.
14.
14?
Investigation, you said? Yeah, 14.
This rock face is almost blackened like charcoal going along it. In the middle of it, it's not a perfect circle. It's jutted and it looks like it has a lot of that slime from the walls on it. And you can also see this deep red just shimmer in it. You notice something move between it. Below this kind of shimmering red lining in the middle of the rock. Almost as if you've got kind of a like a mirror in a bathroom, like a glazed over mirror. It's kind of like that, but imagine it's a deep red. And you can see something just move on the other side of it.
Gross. Okay, I'm definitely gonna yell out that there's something moving in the rock to everyone by literally yelling, "There's something moving in this rock!" to everyone. Do you guys know anything about stuff that just lives in rocks and moves around? Anybody?
Saphira jogs over and has a look.
Kind of like
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
Investigation check. Anyone else have a look?
tap it.
Morgus is just kind of staring down at the dead body of the queen, panting, trying to get his breath back. Not used to the immense fighting you all go through. What did everyone roll?
13.
Only an 8.
Yeah, I mean, with it pointed out to you, you can notice the slight movement occasionally, almost like seeing the very slight shimmer when you see the bump of a foot moving underneath the pregnant lady's belly. It's like very just slight movements.
Is this like, is the rock sticky at all? It's just like a rock.
It's sticky.
Like sticky? Okay.
Especially around where the red areas are. It's warm to the touch.
Do you think this is like a giant egg? Got like the new queen in it or something? Like, Is it gonna be like a really, really big egg for like a really, really big?
Oh.
It doesn't look like the rest of the eggs, does it?
No.
Okay.
Like, what if we leave this here? You see that, right? Like, what if we leave
I don't
this
think
here
we
and
should
then it's
leave
like
it.
surprise?
Should we kill it?
Can Saphira pick it up?
The entire rock?
Yeah.
You can try to. Roll a.
She's picked up Scold, to be fair, so.
It's like Scold after a buffet, though. Roll, roll an athletics check.
19.
Oh shit!
You can lift it, but it's heavy. You put it up into the air. You can kind of hold it in place. Your arm's shaking ever so slightly, but you're holding it. You can see this shimmering inside of it, stirring as you lift.
Is it hot or
It's warm to the touch. It's not boiling,
Yeah.
but it's warm to the touch.
Okay.
Can I tap it?
Sure. Well, how would you like to
Sing
tap
to it. What if it's a baby in there?
Yeah, maybe. Well, so first I would try to tap it just with my like fingers,
Go for
like
it.
gently. Okay, I do
Which
that.
which bit are you tapping? The kind of charcoal area or the red area?
I guess the red area where I can see the shimmer of something inside, right?
Okay. Are you tapping hard?
Just gently. No,
gently?
gently.
It's
and
warm,
maybe-
warm against your knuckles, but nothing happens.
Okay. Can we
Hey,
make out the silhouette of what's in there at all? I didn't do an investigation.
Roll an
Should I-
investigation. Yeah.
Okay, okay. 6?
Just can't really
Epic.
get your eyes on it. It's hard to make out.
Cool.
Hey, Morgus,
Hey.
do you have any idea what kind of rock this is or what this is? Like, there's definitely something moving in there. I feel like
Something moving.
probably isn't
And
great.
kill it.
What?
Look where we are. Just kill it.
How do you kill a rock?
Well, what if it's
I say we kill anything. You smash it.
what if it's an
Okay.
endangered species, or we don't know
It's
what
definitely
it is.
going to
There's a
be
good reason it's
like-
endangered then. Should they?
Oh,
like it's definitely going to be a Kruthik in there, right? Like it's going to be like the next. Like we should just.
I don't know. It doesn't look like the other eggs. It looks volcanic.
Yeah, but like if you were
doesn't
like
it?
the queen egg, you'd be like, I don't know,
What if it is something else that we should not kill? What if this is good?
like what?
like a huge.
Just break it open.
Yeah, what are we gonna? We're just gonna like leave it? What if it's something awful and then we've left it and we're like, hey guys, don't worry, we killed the Kruthik.
Just
and
break
now
it open.
Okay.
Crazy
We
news.
break it
Saphira will-
open, but we
Saphira
don't
drops
attack
it
right away.
on the floor as
Oh my
as
God.
everyone speaks.
So-
She drops it down.
In an attempt to kind of break it open.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Roll an athletics check. Again.
Natural 20. 28.
Oh my
You
God.
smash it against the ground like an egg bursting.
Gross.
You see the crumble, kind of the charcoaly kind of textured parts of it just crumble off, and the red bit beneath where they were like kind of going over this red bit, you can see it was almost like a. You can kind of make out that this definitely wasn't a rock. This was more like a cocoon, and you burst it. The red bit kind of shimmers. It's almost a little bit more like lining. Before bursting out, you see this fluid just drip across the ground. It smells very warm. It's quite sweet as well, like mixing with all of the eggs. And out, washing across the ground beneath your feet, about 3 foot long, and it's very small legs, no shell on
Don't
it
love
at
it.
all. Kind of almost looking like a giant prawn, but stretched out. Is this kind of
Ew.
curled up creature with tiny spiky legs?
Saphira would
Yeah.
pick it up and look at it.
Oh
Okay.
my
He yells,
God.
what the
You
fuck?
lift it. It feels slimy to the
Like-
hands.
Uh-huh.
It kind of wiggles in it. You can see it's got this gross kind of little small mandibles, and its whole body kind of tries to writhe in your grasp.
We should kill this for sure. We should definitely
Wait, no,
kill
no.
this.
Is it like a baby Kruthix?
If it's a baby Kruthik, we could take it back to the guy.
Is it a baby Kruthix? Can we tell if it looks like Kruthik in nature?
I'd say roll a nature check with advantage.
7. Both bad, yeah.
Hard to kind of get across from this thing. It's slimy your hands. You know, you can't really work it out.
Jesus, you guys. What are
Yeah,
these
sorry.
This is bad.
It's dark in here, okay?
Okay.
I rolled a double 2.
Yikes.
Yeah.
You can't
we
really
don't
make
kill
out what
this
this thing
right
is.
now.
How big is it? Sorry, 3 foot.
About 3 foot in length in total. Its main kind of chunk of body is probably just 1.5 foot. It's kind of got this long,
Can it
almost
walk?
tail-like thing. It's got very small legs. It looks like it was
Okay.
relying on the liquid.
Here's the thing. I don't know that any of us are going to be responsible pet owners. And
Hey.
I am not carrying a squirmy, mucusy, giant bug that probably wants to kill us all. So if somebody else wants to carry it all the way back up and have someone else take a look at it and see what it is, that's great. But the instant it tries to attack us, I'm setting it on fire.
I will carry it.
Okay.
Saphira is like poking it gently and like in the face and like playing with its mandibles as it runs feet.
Hold on.
like a puppy.
Does a 16 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Oh,
She's trying to make like a sling, like a baby Bjorn.
Only 1 point of piercing damage as it bites down on your finger for a moment and draws
oh
blood.
my god. Holy shit.
Oh, you feisty one.
I don't think it's okay. Okay.
Can
I
I was gonna ask if I could do a nature check too, because I really want to know
Do
what
it.
it is.
Yeah,
But okay.
absolutely.
Advantage? Just to see if it's
Can
a
I
cut thing.
can I give her advantage on it?
Yeah, if you want to help her.
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Glancing on its under thing, you can see exactly where its mandibles are and where its teeth are. And you can see kind of this underbelly of red. You can work out based on the way the queen looks. It's not just a Kruthik. This is a queen's larvae. It looks just like the queen, but without a shell. This is a baby queen.
I'm gonna relay that information. This
That's
is
what I said.
exactly what the brewery wants. I mean, right?
Okay.
Can't give this to a brewer.
They can't
That
handle
guy
this though. When this grows
Has
up,
no control
Well,
over
what if
anything.
they raise
We
it
cannot give him.
from it might turn out to be a good Kruthik.
Chicken box.
Kruthik in box.
This is so irresponsible. We cannot.
It's just a baby.
Look at
Joe,
it.
I wanna
It's
use-
kinda cute.
I want to use my my claws to start cutting open the queen's belly.
Okay.
While this happens, Saphira's like playing with it again and like
Okay,
poking it and prodding it in the face.
I am okay with this if we have to let like the Baron know. We have to let the town guard know. Like this is a serious, serious thing. We can bring it back there and be like, "Hey, we got a baby queen. Look at it. She doesn't have a shell. It's pretty gross. It's gonna bite your finger, and you're gonna think it's cute." But like somebody other than that little kind of dickhead gnome has to know. And I don't trust those drunk ass dwarves there either. Like Brighthammer's cool,
Ooh.
but that dude does not have it
Brighthammer.
together. He is not gonna be able to take care of a baby. So
What should we
somebody
name
else
him?
has to know.
Scold, how
I think
just quickly, Scold, how are you cutting open the belly at the same time? Are you trying to do it carefully or are you just tearing into it?
I'm tearing into it. That basically like, if his brother was eaten by the queen, the armor's gonna be in the belly. Is
Nice.
what Scott's doing
Okay,
here. So he's trying
roll
to
an attack
find
roll.
evidence.
With advantage.
Okay.
Just to see
Alright.
how much you tear into it. Everyone else can continue the conversation.
19.
Yeah, you roll damage on it.
7 slashing.
Just tear straight down. You hear this. It's almost like cat claws on leather, where you just hear this sound as you just rip open the belly. You can able to look inside. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Saphira is shielding the little baby's eyes from what's happening.
oh my god.
she's become a mother, you know.
Yeah.
First the pebble, now
19.
baby.
19. So, rummaging through the belly of the Kruthik Queen, you'd find various.
I'm just pulling stuff out.
Yeah. First thing you pull out is just a piece of just corroded armor. Doesn't really seem like it would represent the same one. Seems it might have belonged to one of the ceremonial guards. It's corroded. You see a bit of bones attached to it, but they can be melted away. You start pulling bits and bobs out, just various chunks that you can see have just been melted down, indistinguishable. The most noticeable thing you can pull out: no armor, no sign of the brother. You pull this bit of bone. As you're pulling it out, it seems large. And as you tear it out, you see that you've got the bone. This giant hand with half the arm attached. Just the bones all across it. Some of the bone has been corroded away from the stomach acids. But it's just the skeletal hand of a giant. Well, practically the arm.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's just like an etin or something?
Hard to make out.
Or is it,
It's at least the
would
size
I
of a giant.
recognize it as an actual giant?
Based on the fact it's just the bone, you know it's giant kin. And it's definitely... this could fit the size of an actual giant. Maybe something larger than an etin. But you can't make out if it's what kind of giant is based on this alone. It's a giant.
Okay.
What were you
There's nothing else. There's nothing else.
Nothing else. Just bits of corroded metal and whatnot. Nothing
No
resembling the
rings or anything cool.
would have been melted down. If there's anything special.
Just special stomach acid.
Your brother's not in it.
Oh, damn it.
Well, no, that's good.
Is it?
He might be alive.
He might still be alive. There's the room we didn't go into on the way here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up one of the spikes that she shot.
Okay.
Just kind of
Can
carry it
the
with me.
can the baby Kruthik walk on its legs?
No.
Okay, so it needs to be carried.
Oh,
Girl, you're making a sling.
I could fashion a sling.
In that
Get a
case,
backpack. this.
while everyone's talking, Saphira's
Um,
fashioning something.
Saphira,
Probably.
roll a... no, what's your passive perception?
15.
Oh, 15. You kind of catch at the side of your eyes that it's struggling, this thing. Hasn't bitten you since that first time. Almost like
It
it's
looks
kind
like
of
like
gasping.
dying.
No! Did we? Oh no.
Is
there-
Struggling to do with the oxygen.
Saphira starts to panic and she kneels down next to the broken egg and tries to pick up some of the red fluids and stuff and and pours it on the creature.
You can see it definitely helps, but it's not really submerged in it. So it's still struggling. It's trying to dip its face into the little bit of liquid you're pouring over it.
Are you? What are you? Is it
It's
thirsty?
dying. It's dying.
Is there anything I can do with a animal handling expertise background?
Let it die.
No!
Yeah.
It's just a baby.
It would just bring
It's
trouble.
a baby that's gonna grow up into the same thing that was and try to destroy everything. Those things are
Not
not
if we
nice.
teach it how to be a good baby.
What are you gonna
You teach a
Listen,
bug?
I grew up on a farm. I know how to,
You could probably tell, Basil, that as long as it's submerged in some of these liquids, it
Okay.
should survive still.
Okay.
So you need to, if you want to keep it, then you're going to have to find a way to do that.
Oh, okay. Wait, do we, I'm trying to think of what we have that could fasten a little helmet for it with.
Is
Do
there
not
any...
keep this thing. Kill it.
Saphira just grits her teeth at Scald and looks around for anything that could kind of hold liquid.
I'll help her.
Okay.
Maybe a helmet inside the Kruthik Queen. I can rummage through her intestines again, like sculpted.
Thea walks away. I'm gonna
Is there a helmet
have
in
some
there?
of the smaller eggs.
Yeah, I would say for the sake of it, yeah, sure. You can find a slightly corroded away helmet.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it'd be very
3
good use to
feet?
wear, but
Can we
You
fill
repaired
this
it a little
helmet up with the... Okay.
The fluid.
you'd have to repair it a
I'm
little bit,
scooping it.
and you'd be
oh,
holding it kind of like a
okay,
bowl,
okay.
and it would be halfway in,
yeah.
halfway out. So it's kind of a bit of a,
Scald drops the corroded giant's bone arm in front of them, just to give them some perspective on what the fuck they're trying to save.
We can't do this. This is not.
All life is precious. Okay.
No, here's the
Wrong.
thing, right?
Wrong.
It's not. First of all, it's not. Second of all, I admit, right, when we were at the Brewers Guild, I kind of thought it would be cool to, like, you know, just have a stake in this Brewers Guild and, like, have this money that I could just live off, right? I don't know. It could become like I don't know. Now I'm like part owner in a brewery. Like, that's a nice job. But also, these things are awful. Look at where we are. Look around here. This is terrible. Look at how many things, like, how many dwarves did they kill? They tried to swarm up. If we let this thing live, you can't just unleash this baby in Carburn. I like Carburn. I actually think it's kind of
During
nice.
this,
I didn't like that
Timothy,
Dragonborn at the
you hear a
market.
splat
But,
sound.
like,
Over to one side, Morgus has lined up his maul against one of the eggs in the background. He just crushes one. So we kill them all.
like I think that's the right idea, you guys.
Scald starts helping.
Hold on. Basil realizes it's a 2-2, or what is it right now? Yeah, 2-2 situation. So that's why he calls out Timothy's name, and he looks to him and he's like, "What do you think we should do?"
Look at how many
I
dwarves they
don't-
killed, Timothy.
I don't think we should let this thing live.
Oh.
At the most, we can bring some of this fluid from the Queen's Egg to the Brewer Guild, but we can't bring this there.
Basil's gonna look to Saphira sadly, kind of like, "I tried. I'm sorry."
Saphira's just pensive for a moment. And as she looks at the little thing wriggling for life.
You don't know how fast it grows. It could kill the town by next week.
She's like a kid being told that he can't have a puppy, you know.
It's a hive mind queen.
I know what it is.
Do you? Because it looks like you think it's a puppy.
I
She
would like
hates design.
to. Fia's
Oh,
gonna
shit.
walk a little bit away. Let me just make sure
Okay.
that this works. Fia's gonna walk a little bit away, and I'm gonna subtly cast Mind Spike on the baby.
Oh my fucking god!
What
So
is it?
the baby.
What components is it?
It is somatic only, so
Look at Jari's
nobody knows.
It's only somatic.
It's only somatic.
So
Oh my god!
wisdom save from the baby, right?
It is a wisdom save from the baby.
Wisdom save from the baby is such a fucked up line.
It can't even. It's not eligible to make a save, surely.
Doesn't know what's happening.
Considering it's psychic, it
Oh my
somewhat
God.
can.
Oh, shit.
But it rolled a 9. It doesn't have very high stats. At all.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it takes 12 points of psychic damage.
So
It better be enough.
seemingly out of nowhere,
hope.
Cytherea, you're holding this thing, looking for a helmet. You just get, and it goes limp in your hands. There is no sign of anyone casting any magic. It's dead.
Fia's gonna rummage around on the ground and see
Our
what she
problem
sees.
solved itself, it seems. He goes back to squashing eggs.
Basil's gonna like put a hand on Saphira's arm and say, "Maybe it just wasn't meant to be."
Saphira gives a weak smile at Basil, lays the body next to the queen, and exits the room.
Can
Oh well, G feels bad.
Yeah. Can I pick up the body and like try to like push dirt around it like a proper little burial in honor of Saphira's sadness?
The only
Or,
issue
like,
you've
rocks,
got is there's,
maybe?
yeah,
Yeah.
you'd be able to get some like loose rocks and stuff, and you could probably build
Okay.
like a slightly ashy kind of
Like
charcoaly
burial
rock.
mound?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Feel walk over and help.
Morgus is along with Skull just smashing the eggs. Saphira just exited the room. You're back in the tunnel. There's the place to the right and straight on where you came from. Timothy, what are you up to?
I want to fill my water skin with some of this big egg fluid.
Yep. Add water skin of stomach acid of Kruthik Queen water skin.
Nice.
Wait, was it stomach acid or the egg fluid? The like gross.
Was it the one from the cracked egg or was it the stomach acid?
The
from
cracked egg.
Oh, okay. I would.
Egg fluid.
Yeah, egg fluid. Kruthik Queen egg fluid, I suppose.
Delicious.
So gross.
As we're
But now I'm curious about stomach acid.
yeah.
How many water
Do you
skins
have an
got?
extra water skin? Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have one.
As we're building this like burial mound for the little dead Kruthik, Basil's just gonna be like, maybe we should get Saphira a pet someday. She seemed really happy. Like she
I feel like. Maybe
I mean, not like a
something
pet like this, but like,
yeah, like
you know.
a cat or a.
Yeah.
I'd say
or
still something dangerous. She
has
deserves
a
something-
pet, the fucking goblin.
How dare
He's not a
you?
pet. He's like our friend.
He's our friend.
He's his own man.
Yeah. You treat him like one.
I did.
Yeah.
Squashes another egg.
Yeah.
Big.
I
think
thought you were
maybe-
gonna say she has a pet, the rock.
Yeah, that's one too.
That's true.
Oh god.
Maybe we'll see something when we're back in Carburn. I mean, I think you're right. I think she did like really like the idea, but I just feel like, you know, a genocidal baby is not the best choice. Maybe just, you know,
Yeah, we might want to start with something a little more peaceful.
smaller. Yeah, a little. Yeah.
Morgus kind of leans over. All this pet talk's nice and all, but what have you spellcasters? Can you not burn this fucking thing?
Oh.
He points to the remaining like 40 eggs.
I'm pretty.
Basil looks to Fia because he doesn't know any fire spells.
I'm
Anything!
okay. I'm gonna just start firebolting because that's all I can do.
I'm gonna stand in the middle of them and do just a word of radiance all around me, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, can you explain what that does?
It's just an area around me.
They grow insanely quickly.
It's just
They all,
burning.
they all
Come on, it
have-
was angelic and Kruthik. You
No.
solved it.
Yeah.
It's just burning radiance erupts from around me, and each creature that I can see just has to make a con saving throw or takes 2d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. These things only have 1 health each, so you just see as this radiance just kind of blasts off you. This bright light going across, and you hear this as all the eggs just start falling off, and yeah, you've cleared out all of the eggs. Just the fluids kind of drip to the ground. Some of it burns away, and this room is cleared. Saphira, what are you doing in the other room or in the hallway?
Crying.
Yeah, I guess she's just slowly making her way towards where they came from, but looking around as she goes to see if there's any other paths or signs of the dwarf.
So which way did you go? Sorry, did you go down the bit you haven't explored?
Yes.
Okay. Heading into this area, you would. It's kind of you go through this small kind of corridor. The cavern's not as wide, as it's clearly not built for the queen to move into. As you step into the room, there's quiet moans in the air. A little bit alien down here. You See, the ground is quite sticky. This fluid, this kind of egg, not egg, sorry, this like bubble-like fluid they were using to cover the walls before is all across the walls here. The walls here look almost organic in themselves. And across them are plastered many, many bodies, mostly decayed. You can pretty much assume must be the feeding area. A few of them look to be slightly wiggling, some of them, their heads moving back and forth. There's probably a few survivors amongst all of these bodies. There's probably, I'd say, 100 different bodies. Some of them completely, almost just tiny bits of bone left. You can tell that a person was up against it. Others, body parts missing. Others kind of only just started to be eaten. Many are dead.
Saphira would yell at this point very loudly, "Guys!" And then instantly start sifting through, looking for the survivors and trying to pull people to their feet and passing like her water skin to anyone that she sees that's alive.
Okay. And from the other room you hear, "Guys!" And
in a poor Russian accent.
Yeah. Guys! Yeah. I can't say guys in Russian accent. Guys.
I can't yell in her accent. I don't know how to do it.
Roll an investigation check. And the rest of
would
you hear
immediately run out.
So
I would run out too.
Yeah.
Any who run out would run into this room with
One.
where Saphira is kind of looking around blindsided. You're checking bits of them, and you're tearing away some of this kind of sealant that's keeping them upright on the walls, and you're finding just whole bodies missing, and you can't find anyone alive right now. Saphira, it's just kind of confusing in this room.
19.
Your eyes instantly hone in on a couple of survivors in one corner. It seems to be quite a densely packed corner. Where all of this goo and this kind of hive fluid and that's been sealed against the wall. You can see there's probably about 3 survivors pierced against one of the walls, as if they were saving them for last.
I grab Morgus's shoulder and nod towards the survivors I see.
He heads over.
I follow him.
You make out about 6 survivors in total, all just in different parts of this wall. 4 are mostly unharmed and have various nibbles out of them, and you can see little bits of... Their eyes are dreary. They seem like they've been down here for at least a day or 2. One of them is missing both their legs.
Jesus.
Another is nearly dead. Then a 7th one comes into view. You can see in the thickest bit a very gaunt-looking dwarven face. Its beard kind of wispy. His eyes sunken. Looks semi-starved, but breathing meekly. Morgus looks up. "Morgan."
Shit.
It's him. "Brother!" And he's a bit too short for it, but he's like up against one of the higher parts of the wall. He's trying to kind of climb up to pull at any of this sealant to try and tear it off.
Saphira would instantly go to help.
Same.
Okay. Roll an athletics check, just to see how. I use athletics for most strength stuff anyway, because usually have the thing. Yeah, helping out. You tear away, and falling from it, Morgus kind of catches him in his arms as he falls. You see a very skinny. His armor mostly kind of burnt away. Some of it corroded against his skin. His skin looks raw. He looks very, very thin, very gaunt. He's been down here at least a couple of weeks, and surviving on very little. You can make up the same eyes as Morgus. The only kind of resembling feature between them, despite being twins, whilst he's in this state. One of his hands is missing. It's almost cauterized where it's been eaten off by this fluid. He's holding it against... Is that you, Morgus? Hi. It's me, brother. They've saved you. We've come for you. And he kind of drops falling asleep or unconscious against Morgus, who kind of grips him in his grasp. He looks back. feels alive. Because of you.
Can we? Is there anything we can do? Get out my water skin. Timothy, can you help him?
He leans him down on the ground.
Scald stares at Timothy expectantly.
I think he's looking at his spell
No
slots.
pressure.
The pressure on
I
his
mean, we
face.
used a lot last fight. We haven't technically
Yeah.
long rested,
Yeah.
so we're not level
Yeah.
3 yet or
Thanks.
anything.
It's true.
Can you do a medicine check? How's your medicine?
Yeah, can I assist in a medicine check?
Me too. Me too.
I could do a regular one. I don't have like
Anyone who
medicine
Do I?
tools.
I'd say if you want to give him advantage and you want to help with this, it would need to be what kind of medical experience have you dealt with before? Have you ever dealt with someone that's in this kind of state before? Definitely,
Ooh.
Timothy will be able
Mostly
to do it pretty well.
I don't think in this state I never have, no, but
Yeah.
I would say though, regardless with your knowledge on healing, you would be fine doing a medicine check just to give advantage from someone else. If they've dealt with some people on the close to death or starvation or just deep exhaustion.
Yeah, I think Saphira would have
Missing a
some
hand.
experience with that.
Okay, based on your background, I can agree with that, Saphira. So you get, let's say you get an advantage on a medicine check, then.
19.
Nice.
Scanning over the body, you can see that he's definitely dehydrated, heavily so. His lips are chapped, almost just completely dry, blood-ridden, and he's starving for sure. His body's swelling in points, and also the arm doesn't seem to be a problem. It seems the way the Kruthik must eat is that they cauterize the wounds so that they can keep their prey alive longer.
Mm.
But you will see that some of the parts that are definitely damaging him and where they're starting to get infected is where his arm has corroded against his own skin and caused some kind of almost lacerations across him. He looks like he'd probably survive with some medical care for another day, maybe two. Yeah, but he will survive longer, obviously, if he gets medical care, but he probably has a day or two before these
I'm
wounds
gonna just
would
hold out my
essentially
water
kill him.
skin.
At the same time, Skull, you notice to your left, you hear there's something bigger, something alive over to the left in the deeper part of the feeding tunnels, in the darker corner.
Scald holds his maul up and starts heading towards the noise.
Walking closer, stepping towards it. You get to the far end of the feeding hall. Up against the wall, you see a large, dark black skin with red hair, a burning red beard, a kind of red eyebrows, red hair that's matted and kind of clayed against the wall. Thin eyes, not so gaunt, still very broad, but pierced against the wall, much like Morgan was, with all of the different oozes and sealant. This is a fire giant. Despite being slightly thin from being landed so long, his body structure still maintains quite a broad structure. You can see they've used a lot to kind of plaster him against the wall. He's huge against it. He is missing bite wounds from his shoulders, portions of his legs, one whole arm, and looks pretty wounded, but still alive. He's not as whereas Morgan was on the kind of edge of death. You can tell this takes a lot more to kill a giant than just some dehydration and starvation. He looks down at you, his eyes. And in giant, he whispers, "Uven." for Glary. You have come back. You know Uven to mean enemy.
In German. German? In giant.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know German.
Brother, I am not Uven. I am Ven.
His eyes kind of glance across you.
The queen is dead.
Good. You are not Uven. Who are you?
Kriegven.
So was he. He looks at you.
Scott's confused.
and You are not my Krigven.
No.
He looks across at himself. I am Drohild. The last time I saw one of your kind, you betrayed me. Will you help me down?
He is a traitor. I serve the giants still. And I'd start tearing at the bindings.
After just kind of a few tears, you get deeper. You can see they've put many layers on this. You pull away from it. You'll see his full structures fall down to his knees. His legs, now that you get a better vision of them, have definitely had loads of bite wounds at them. He can't really stand on his legs. He's leaning on his knees. And he's still looking down at you. The Kruthik have had me down here for a while. You say you're Krigvin. What is your name?
I'm schooled.
What brings you down here, Skuld?
I am searching for my lord. He is missing.
The Call of Giants. It has been happening all over. Not all of us. Some of my closest kin. They left as well. My Krigven, Uven, and I. We searched out it ourselves. He betrayed me. I've been in this mountain for months. Your giant left you as well. He pushes one arm against the wall and kind of leans himself up. Despite his legs mostly missing, you can see he's just holding himself up with his arm, now towering over you. I am dead, aren't I? He looks down at himself.
No.
Did you attack your giant?
No. I was chosen to find him.
Chosen? Where do you hail from?
Good question, DM.
Fjordhelm. You come from
Oh, yeah.
northeastern Fjordhelm.
What was the giant's name who I served?
Good question, player.
We had it written down.
I will try and search for it myself. I know we've got our notes saved. Bum, 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 bum. What are you guys doing over there at the same time? With Morgan whilst I just search for this.
I would have handed over my water skin to Timothy because I don't know what else to do.
I have to make sure not to mix up my water skin with hers.
I have it.
Yeah. Mine's red.
Krognar, right?
Krognar the Black Hammer, yeah.
Okay. What are you doing, Timothy, by the way, to help out with?
Actually, oh wait! I just remembered something. I used my channel divinity to get a first level spell slot.
Pog.
Okay.
So I can use cure wounds on him.
Okay, cast Cure Wounds.
Nice, dude.
Okay, 15 healing.
Oh shit!
Wow.
That's a lot of healing. You'd
That's a
see
perfect
as
roll.
nice, very nice. You'd see as though you can't heal the starvation, dehydration, you can definitely heal all of the kind of infected wounds, and you see them kind of close up. You see that the actual sealant that was cauterizing his wound heals over. The hand doesn't return, but it's cleaner and it's more of a stump now. And you see any of the wounds on his body have definitely healed up. Only a couple left, but not they're not likely to kill him. He's still starved, still dehydrated, but
Saphira would offer her rations to him.
his eyes woken up for a second.
There's still like survivors, like people alive.
There's
like,
still a few on the wall,
stuck
yeah.
against the wall.
There's a few that are mostly unharmed, which have not been down here long.
Okay.
They are calling out to us. Like, come on.
Yeah, I try to start like getting them down, and then yeah, I don't know.
Basil would
Try
help
that first.
assist in that.
Whilst you're doing that, back to Skull, the giant's looking down at you.
I served Krognar the Black Hammer. I serve him still.
I have heard his name. Renowned. Quite the blacksmith himself. Well, suppose you can call me Drohild the Forgotten. Or the Betrayed. Tell me, where have you searched?
South of the mountains. As far as this.
Do you believe in fate?
Yes.
I do too.
He kind of starts unhooking his belt. You can now see across his waist is this ornate large belt that has 6 oval looking, almost circular kind of prints across it, almost like discs, separated each one of them. That goes around the front of the belt. He holds the belt out to you.
I had planned on dying down here.
He pushes it against your chest.
This is Krigmeti. War belt. I made it for my Krigven. As I taught him the old magic. A gift to him. Better in the hands of one who is not woven. Use it well.
Your Krigven, what was his name?
He kind of glares you for a moment.
Ho. He was the only survivor out of several of his kin. So I named him for his resilience. Now he is only Oven. Betrayer.
He looks
I shall kill Hawk for you, so that you may rest in peace.
And will you kill another for me?
I need only a name.
He looks you directly in the eyes.
Drohild. I don't want to work with the dwarves anymore. I made armies for no purpose that I know. Mindless work. Since Uven, just mindless work. Ever building, never knowing. But this is fate. Fate called you here. The old magic called you here. None of these gods. No. Skuld.
He kind of leans back on his one arm.
Put me to rest. And may you find Krogdra.
He closes his eyes and just leans his chin down against his chest.
Okay. Skull takes a moment and like whispers some giant. He's like praying. And then brings his maul up and just deals a killing blow to the giant.
There's a quick thump, crushing sound. When you make swift work, and he lies dead at your feet, kind of cold in front of you. And so lies Drohild.
Do we
Skull kneels down and says a few more words. And then heads back to the group.
You head
How
back-
big is this belt? Is it like a Krigven sized belt or is it a giant sized belt?
On the giant, it was fairly small. On you,
Right.
it would be kind of like a somewhat imagine like a WWE belt. It's kind of like a big belt, but
Right.
it's going to wrap around you and has these kind of 6 slots at the front.
Okay, cool.
This is what I'm bringing in, which is called a legacy item. It's going to have its own attunement slot.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Yeah. Skull just walks back to the group, doesn't say anything unless something is said.
Morgus hasn't noticed. He's staring down at his brother.
Was that the guy you were looking for?
Me?
Yeah, when we first met you, you said you were looking for a giant, right?
No.
Oh. Well, I'm sure we'll find him eventually.
Yes. This giant was betrayed.
By the dwarves?
His Krigven.
Oh.
I will avenge him.
We will help you then.
He nods.
Most of the survivors you were taking down off the walls are, for the most part, the 4 major ones are definitely they've got all their appendages, they've got all of their legs and arms, so they seem like they can survive. They're somewhat a little bit skinnier, but they've probably only been down here a day or 2. One of them is, by the time you release him from the wall, he's drifts off. One of them, who looks pretty injured, missing one leg. The other leg, as you lift him off, you notice that he's got a shackle around his ankle and a ball against it. Climbs off, and you can see it's a dwarf. Thank you. Ah, the fuckers got my leg. They got my leg.
Yeah, they did. I think it's I mean,
Let's get
you
out
seem
of here.
okay otherwise.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I just need a bit of help, Just get out of here, Maybe,
Yeah.
we can find a way out, right? There's a way out.
Well, we're probably just gonna go back the way we came.
Aye.
Back up to the city. Back to.
Any other way out?
I look at the shackle. It's a shame. It's a shame it didn't take the other leg, right? Like.
Aye. That would have been bloody useful.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that, though. Just a game we play.
Oh. Okay.
Aye.
So.
Strength training. All right, let's get out of here, shall we?
Oh my
Are
god.
you gonna? Okay. You gonna just carry that? Okay.
Wait, does this guy not realize that we're stood next to Morgus?
I think Morgus is distracted, right?
Morgus is totally
By,
distracted right now. He has no
yeah.
idea.
Okay, all right, cool.
But he doesn't realize.
That's
No,
fucking
he absolutely
funny.
does not recognize
Yeah.
Morgus or Morgan right now.
Oh my god.
What's your name?
Ovid.
Ovid. I'm
Aye.
Thea. It's nice to meet you.
I'd shake your hand, but I'm kind of using my
Yeah,
arm
no,
silly
that's
now.
okay.
Aye.
We probably have some
Oh,
water,
nasty pain.
maybe. Yeah.
Oh, I had to take that. I've had to drink nothing but these fools for about weeks. Well, what's it been? I don't know. Can I have it?
No.
Yeah.
Hey. He drinks the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Not even a sip of rum or anything. Ale, anything you got.
No, I mean it was just water. It was really all we had. We just
Oh,
didn't really bring
both travelers
ale down
into a
to.
Kruthik hive with just water. Fucking madman. All right. If you don't mind, I just need something to help me hobble along. And if you could help me to remove this shackle. I had a key in my other leg.
The key was in the other leg.
Aye.
Okay.
Misfortunate.
Okay. Well. All right. I guess. Strength training.
Aye. Strong legs,
During a
you know.
Kruthik attack?
I just sort of feel like
Oh, you know. Never
If-
know when you have to
if-
kick one.
if we were to take this shackle off, you're not gonna like try to stab us or murder us or rob
There's
us.
a few more,
or...
too many of you. Why did they rob you? I was a guard.
Were you?
Aye.
Oh, a guard.
Aye.
How...
One of the highest in regard, actually. Get a reward if you
weird
get me out
because-
of here.
We actually met a bunch of guards and none of them had shackles on for strength training.
Aye. I already had big legs. I was born with small legs, you see.
Small
Well, if you're a guard, Morgan will be really happy to see you're alive, you know?
Oh.
You should.
Yeah. You'll
Morgan,
definitely have to.
Yeah.
And Morgan.
isn't he dead?
No, he's
No,
right
they're
there.
right- They're right there.
Let's, bad history between us. Let's head out, shall we?
Insight check.
Come on out. Go for an insight check.
I mean, I believe there's bad history. Why is it not going? Oh, there we go. Oh, natural 20.
Oh my god.
I'll message you. Where you can kind of
Okay.
pinpoint off of him. He's kind of stood there just staring at the guy like... Eyes kind of looking over towards him. Okay.
Okay.
Morgus is kind of just tipping water into his brother's mouth, helping him just break away into the thinning lips.
Okay. All right. Well, I can. I don't think I'm really gonna get very far because of the whole leg situation.
Aye.
So
Just a stick or something
mean,
will do.
yeah, no. How about one of these like spikes? And I have like the one that I kind of brought from the other room. I don't know. Can that
One of
Work
the
is
ones
like
you
a-
brought would have been about this long. It's like a foot
Oh
long.
shit, no. Okay, maybe not one of those. Oh wait, no, I actually have a quarterstaff.
I'll
So-
take that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay.
Takes that and
If
leaves that.
you,
Could you just the shackle?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
I'm gonna work on that in a second. I just want to be clear on this. If you try to smack anybody with my staff, if you try to like double cross us in any way, rob us, kill us, murder us, hurt us, whatever, I will set you on fire quicker than you can blink. So I just want to be clear on that, okay?
Still in
we
contest
good?
it is then. All right. I'm out of here. Right? Is that okay? Look, I just don't want to stick around. You know, if there's running to be had, then I'm not going to get very far. The shackle, if you don't mind. If you don't mind.
I'm gonna just kind of look back at Basil.
You're probably a good.
He seems like
6 feet away
wait,
from
should I
me.
do an insight check? I was gonna say he seems like a good guy, you know.
I'm gonna
You can do an insight check
I'll
if you
get
like.
out.
Alright.
I'll get out the thieves' tools and
Seems like
3.
Seems like a decent fella.
He's
He's quite
telling us the
quirky.
truth, Theo. We should just he's funny. You should just
I'm gonna
let
get
him go.
out the thieves' tools, but I'm gonna like be very theatrical about it. Just sort of like making very large motions and kind of glancing back at Morgus to kind of see what he's doing. And I'm
He's
gonna say, so
fully
you said
focused on his
really loud. Really loud. So you say your name is Ovid, is it? You were a guard?
You just see the head of Morgus leaning up. Ovid. Looks at Timothy. Look after him.
I will.
He stands up. Lifts his maul. Walking straight over to Ovid. If anyone stops him, he's going to swing and crush him in the head.
I'm gonna jump in front of him.
Get out the
Come
way.
on!
Get out the fucking way.
Oh! What did he do?
That one there is a murderer.
Okay,
Who did he murder?
let's just. He's obviously in a bad state. He's been hurt as well.
Ovid's like, I didn't murder anything. I don't know. I'd never seen this man in my life. Imposter.
You just said you had bad history with him.
Hit his brother.
Convenient.
What does he mean you're a murderer?
You can just see Morg's face is full of anger. I might have killed someone.
Who did you kill?
No one of Import. No one of them Import. The fucking captain of the guard you killed.
Why did you kill the captain of the guard?
Sent me to fight some Kruthik.
And so you killed him? What? Why didn't you just say no?
Well, I did.
He said that's
And
punishable by death. I didn't think that was fair. Morgus kind of lowers his maul.
So you're a coward.
No, I'm an opportunist.
Another word for coward?
Well, it may be in your tongue. In my tongue, I'm a survivor. And I'll tell you what. Anything you need to know. I can tell
It
you all about
seems to me like your surviving is entirely hinged on the fact that we killed the queen. I think I am a survivor. I think you are maybe a coward.
I think you're
You
a
do not
frontline
want to fight the
survivor.
Krothiks, and then you kill the captain instead.
Well, look. You're right. And I'm sorry. I did my time.
I'm gonna look at Morgus, and then I'm gonna look at Ovid. And I'm gonna say, "Wait a minute. How did you get down here if you were shackled? How did you get from up there to down here?"
Morgus is gritting his teeth.
He's talking 2 months ago. He didn't kill Kruthik. He's been in the prison for the last 2 months. This was an excursion deeper into the caves. This man's a murderer. He's not just a coward. He did it when he didn't even know there was hundreds of them.
Saphira asks the guy. Sorry, I forgot his name.
Ovid.
Ovid. Which one is your favorite arm, Ovid?
It's hard to pick, really. I love them both like children. But which is your favorite arm?
The one I swing my axe with.
That's a good arm you've got there. See, the
Which
thing
one
is,
do you swing your axe with?
I don't carry an axe. So, neither.
I guess we just remove both of them.
How about instead, you kill him, and I'll reward you.
Okay.
What could you possibly reward me that would
Morgus
be
is-
better than
Morgus
chopping off
instantly-
your arm?
Morgus instantly glares at you.
You're not actually going to. You're not going to listen to that.
No, she is. She is. Killing me it
Morgan,
doesn't...
she's playing with her food.
I'm gonna just look at Morgus and be like, shrug a boat.
You don't want to kill me. I have information.
What
About what?
information do you have for me?
I'm going to tell them. They're building an army.
Okay.
Yes, I know this already. What else can you tell me?
You don't have shit.
I saw who did it. This whole thing.
Did what?
I was in a cell. I saw who did it.
Who did what?
The Kruthik. I saw it brought them all here.
Who?
Who brought
Someone
them?
brought
His
the
father.
Kruthik here?
His father.
The Earl
That's just
brought the
nonsense.
Kruthik here. In like a bag?
No, not in a bag. He came into the cells. Aye. And he poured something down there. In front of the cells. I watched him. In the middle of the night. No guards, and I watched him do it. A few days later. Tunnelin.
Tunneling at
would
the
he-
cells?
Saphira looks on Morgus now with her eyebrows furrowed quite deeply.
Morgus.
Did they tunnel in at the
Don't
cells?
listen. He's a murderer. The hell are you
Did they
talking
t-
about?
Did they tunnel in there?
That's where you came down from the prison.
Did the liquid he poured, what did it smell like, Ovid?
Sweet.
Color was it?
That's pretty damning.
I couldn't really make it out. My sills a few down, but yellowish, I think.
Oh boy.
I gotta just
This
look
is
at
when
Morgus.
we make some insight checks, homies.
Yeah.
Oh, insight if you like.
I'd like to insight check Morgus,
Yeah,
actually.
can we
Okay.
insight check Morgus?
Whoever choose who you want to do. Also, Scold, you get advantage on inside checks because you're stone giant rune.
Nice.
Yeah. I read that yesterday.
got a-
Very good.
I got a 15.
14?
I got a 1. I'm taking care of this bard.
Oh, what? I got a 13.
Timothy's keeping Morgan alive.
Yeah.
He's hard to read when you're kind of like a few feet away, kind of occasionally glancing. So what did? So Sophia, who are you trying to look at?
Morgus.
What number do you roll?
14.
Okay. And Fia,
Morgus, and I got a 15.
Scold.
13.
Were you looking at Ovid or Morgus?
Ovid.
And then Baz, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'm just kind of like eyes
so
darting
sweet.
between the both of them. Like, what is happening here?
You, for the most part, Scold looks like Ovid's telling the truth. He's desperate, but he seems to be, at least he's not letting off any kind of signs of lying. He's not, his eyes are kind of straight. He looks pretty desperate, but equally so when you look at Morgus, just pure in doubt and anger. You see in his face.
As if the Earl would cause all that death. You're gonna listen to a murderer. Kill him. Be done with it.
I don't think he will die today.
You don't get to make that call.
Why not?
This is an horror we're talking about. This ain't yours, you're strangers. Now you've done us a service here, but I'll not have this treasonous little fuck come up there. If anything I say, remove his other leg and leave him to die.
I think if he
Saphira stands in front of him.
if he came out of the prison, he was in there for a reason, and perhaps we should return him to
And
the
maybe
prison.
Talk
and
to the
let-
Earl.
The law continue.
I'm not carrying him.
You don't need to.
Saphira goes to carry him.
Oh,
would-
replacement baby.
Everett pops his arm around you.
Yeah.
He's like,
I appreciate that.
She chucks him over her shoulder.
he's still got the shackle kind of hanging down. His leg's like,
yeah.
it's really bad. It's like
All right, she chops it off first.
I'll,
his leg.
No, the
Okay.
shackle, the chain.
I'll try to unlock it.
Okay.
Can she try to chop the chain with the axe?
Go for do an attack roll.
Okay.
Well, or
Fucking
I'll
funny.
try to unlock it.
You hit. It's right there next to you.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Um,
13. Yeah.
Just roll damage.
Okay. 11 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
sorry,
would have,
ignore the race.
you would have cut through the chain.
Okay. Then she throws him over her
Um,
shoulder.
The shackle's still around the ankle, but there's no weight really, other than the metal
Yeah.
shackle. Okay.
All right, she's got him on her shoulder.
Morgus goes down to Timothy.
I appreciate it, brother.
He clasps him on the shoulder.
Ever need a home in Anorol? You come speak to me.
I thank you.
He lifts his own brother up, who's kind of half awake. Right. The other survivors, by the way, in this room are just kind of in the corner, quiet, kind of trying to get themselves back.
Breaking it.
Feeling like, okay, where were you?
Scott will carry a bunch. Like, there's a guy with no legs and stuff, right?
The one with no legs is dead. He died off as he was
Oh,
kind of getting
okay.
down. But the rest of them, they could probably walk. You could help them along for sure. They haven't been on their legs for a couple of days, so.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he'll help. He'll help.
All right. Morgus begins making his way out of the hive, heading out the way you came. Do you all follow?
Yep.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when the giant gave me 2 names for people I needed to kill, one of them was his.
Yes.
Okay. I thought so. I was just confused. I didn't
That's
know if
okay,
he gave
yeah.
me like a second person.
No,
Okay,
yeah, he
cool.
was saying to finish him off. It's my twin brother, Drohild. They get to the deep tunnel, and Morgus takes the front line and climbs up it, slow and steady going up it. As it's an ascent, instead of taking 3 hours, it's going to take 4 hours to get up there. And if you want to do anything whilst you're walking up, or you just want to power through?
Basil would try to maybe like calm the nerves of everyone by just like humming a pleasant tune.
Aww.
Okay.
Maybe like an inspirational or a hopeful melody.
You see one of the back doors. There's a carbon soldier mixed in there as well. But you'd see one of the doors of the back goes, "Hey, do you know this one?" She kind of looks over across you and starts kind of singing a little dwarven tune. You
Would I
would have
know
heard
it?
Yeah, you probably would have heard it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to sing along and accompany.
The other dwarves, including Ovid, but not Morgus or Morgan, they kind of join in with the melody. Every time it's one of those songs where at the end of every sentence you say a word, the others say a word like dun 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 dun, and we all did it together, and it's all kind of a melody like that. And Ovid's kind of clapping
That's
along.
sweet.
He taps you on the back, Saphira, at the
As
same
he's
time.
like over Saphira's shoulder.
Yeah. On your way up there as well, like Ovid was saying, You managed to kill them all yourselves. That's good. Hey.
It's no funny business.
I'm not planning anything of I've only got one leg. Not much I can do. After... You gonna say something?
No, sorry, I was looking for something for later.
After the... You're laughing because they both answered to it. Yeah.
I'm plotting.
The 4-hour ascent up this kind of just straight dug tunnel. You manage to get to the top, and awaiting you there are a couple of guards who aiming spears as you kind of come up.
Who goes there?
Morgus.
The heroes of Enerholm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Morgus looks back.
It's Morgus and company.
We're back. We killed the queen. Morgan's alive. See a couple of the dwarves come in and help him lift Morgan.
Get him to the infirmary. Make sure he's safe.
Inform my father. They move off with him. You can see that they've kind of, as you're walking into this prison cell and the cells, Ovid points to the ground. See, look. See the slight stained ground of the yellow. Right there. No, that's fucking telling the truth.
Oh shit.
As you're heading upstairs, you can see that they're starting to occupy this barracks again. There's no carbine soldiers here, but it's all the dwarf survivors and whatnot. Some of them are eating and whatnot. They've have kind of almost they brought in these buckets of water, and then one of the dwarves, the one that led you down the first time, comes over.
Morgus, we're going to be flooding the tunnels. How far down does it go?
Hours.
It's deep.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Hours. If you're going to flood it, you're going to have to go halfway down. And I'm not too sure what you're going to plan to do there, but there's probably still more eggs down there. You can clear them out if you get down there now. No more Kruthik. They did their job.
And he moves on outside of the barracks. It's part of the lower tunnels are kind of where most of the soldiers are. You can see many of them are tearing down and burning away any of this bubble, sticky fluid on the walls and removing any remnants of the hive. In the hours you've been gone, you'd probably be quite tired at this stage. You had a long rest, and then you fought, and then you came down here. It's probably been 9 hours since you first set out into toward the hive and everything, because the 3-hour descent, probably an hour and a bit of fighting and whatnot. Besides, yeah, probably about 9 hours in total, maybe a little bit less, 8. You notice that this whole kind of hallway section is far more different now. They're clearing away a lot of it, and you're able to walk freely through Anahorol. On your way up, you'd see various ones of them just bringing more water down, ready to be boiled and poured down there. You'd see no carbine soldiers down here at this point. You see many of them digging away at that Stoneheart temple that you passed before you're going upstairs. They're pulling away some of the stone. There's survivors in there that you previously didn't come across. They're helping them get out. And you make your way up past the forge area towards the elevator. If there's anything you want to do along this way, just stop me. Making your way into the elevator, now guards on it. Still carrying over it. The other survivors have kind of moved off with the infirmary and whatnot and sent off themselves, the unnamed ones. Ovid's like,
you're going to protect me, right?
I want to know everything.
Hey. Good.
You can start telling me now.
The elevator starts going up as you say that.
Hey, I mean, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Exactly what you did. Exactly what you saw.
The timeline? When did this happen? When were
Start from
you?
the beginning. It is
Okay.
important.
I can do that.
So I was a guard.
I didn't lie about that. And I was sent down in one of the explorers to head down deep into the Underdark, and
I was down there for a couple of days. It's usually fine. This mountain doesn't have that many horrors in it. And then it started to get a little bad. And we came across some Kruthik on their hunting tunnels. My captain... You see Morgus is gritting his teeth at the same time as over talking. My captain decided to... Well, let's just say he was a bit stupid. Morgus goes back before looking forward. He wanted us to go and clear them out. We didn't need to do that. We usually use pheromones to, well, you know, divert their attention. So I said no. And me and the other lads, we decided to not follow his orders. I convinced him otherwise. And so he drew his blade against me and he demanded this. And I know, quoted oaths and stuff. I don't know. I don't really care. And anyway, we decided to cut him down. Now, some of the lads went deep into the Underdark. I thought I could make my way up top. Thought I could talk my way out of it. Say the captain was a little bit off. But that didn't get past you, did it, Morgus? So I told the truth and said I would repent. You know, a big believer of Stoneheart here. And they put me away in the cells. Been there for 2 months. Didn't they complain? No? Morgus, you didn't shut up. Well, I didn't complain much. And one day, I'm awake. I don't sleep much. And I hear the Earl come down. I'm speaking to him. He ignores me. I tell him to let me go. He ignores me. He brings something in. And he begins pouring vials onto the ground. Big, hefty ones. Smells sickly sweet. When the others wake up in the other cells, I say to them, but nothing. And then, many of these, we just hear this digging sound. And
How soon after?
I'd say 3 days. And then they start piling in. Many of them try to get into their cell. Good thing those cells are pretty sturdy. Took them a while to do it. And, well, the good thing is about the cells as well. All mushrooms go on the inside. So I was able to survive in there for a little while. Eventually they broke through. I laid flat. They dragged me away, bit into me a couple of times, and dragged me down there. The nastiest cuts I got, other than the leg, of course, were on the way down. But it was the Earl. No doubt about it. I recognize that ugly fucker anywhere.
Question. When we were in Carburn and the Baron told us that his soldiers had been, called up to the mountain and everybody was like, oh, the mountain's closed. I can't remember how long had it been closed for. Was it like a couple of weeks they had
It was only a couple of days before the couple of weeks ago. So it was only a few days prior to the soldiers being called up there. But it'd been closed by the time you found out for at least 2 weeks.
Okay. So, sorry, I just want to make sure that I understand what you're suggesting happened. Is that you were on a patrol, you saw some Kruthik, you killed your captain, you came back and threw yourself in the mercy of dwarven justice, were put in jail.
Sort of, yeah.
And then the Earl came in one night. You called out to him and he ignored you. He didn't act like he heard you at all?
Aye.
Okay.
But he's never really a talkative type to me.
How long were you in the cells between when you came back and were put in the cell and when the Earl
nearly 2 months.
Allegedly came in? 2 months.
Well, yeah.
And Morgus, when was the first Kruthik incursion?
2.5 weeks ago. That's when it happened. I was in the cell for 2 months. Yes,
Right, and then 2.5 weeks ago, the Earl came in, allegedly.
Aye.
Poured liquid on the ground.
Aye.
And what was the first point of Kruthik incursion into Anharol?
Well, 2.5 weeks ago.
But where was it?
Oh, from the cells.
No, not you, Morgus.
Aye, it came from that level.
Pretty suspect.
Okay.
The elevator arrives at the top level, just the one below the main hall, and they begin making their way through the main hall, heading up to it. You manage to find yourself at the familiar. Above where all of the noble residential areas is the shops, and the first place you first ever entered into. Morgus is immediately just marching straight towards the main hall. You pass through the main gates, going to that hall. It looks a little different from this side, because usually you guys broke in from the back last time.
Not
But
usually, it was one time.
Well, that's usual because it's the only time.
God damn it.
So you head into the main hall from the main gate this time. The ceremonial guards stood there. There's noticeably less of them. A few of the pillars don't have soldiers standing next to them. And the Earl sat upon his chair. This time he's back in his cloak. He's back in his more regal outfit. And he's leaning forward in it, talking to the dwarf that just gave the news. Looks up. Morgus! It's true. Morgan's alive? Morgus just quietly keeps walking up down the hallway. You hear the echoing footsteps as he goes across. He dismisses the other dwarf next to him who walks past. Good. Where can we see him?
Father, they have business with you.
He looks down and notices Ovid over the shoulder. Before he sits himself back down, leans back in the chair.
What is it? I appreciate your help, but I'd really much rather see my son now.
How many people are in the room? Like, are there a lot of other?
Only about 6 of the guards.
Okay.
He looks across the skull.
I'll tell you about your giant as well,
If you wish. You honored your deal.
Your son needs treatment. Then we'll talk.
You get it. I appreciate it. You all have a home here in Anhorol. Ovid speaks up. Hey, I bet they do, and when you're next gonna kill them all!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Who's that?
Saphira pulls him down and props him on his one leg and holds him up somewhat.
How is
And
it?
she's furrowing her brows right now, by the way, looking at him.
How is it that so many dwarves died? So many people died. But you rancid fuck still survived.
Ovid smiles. Oh. As I said, survivor.
Why'd you bring this one to me?
Maybe we should talk about that after you see your son. And I think we all need to just rest and,
Agreed.
collect our thoughts, and we'll keep an eye on him. Don't worry.
I appreciate that. Morgus, should we get going?
He climbs down from his chair and begins walking past you. Morgus joining him at the side. Morgus looks back to you.
Thank you.
And they head
Of
out
course.
of the hallway.
God knows.
Ovid stood there.
Well,
How many guards are left
6 guards.
in the room? They're still there.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they saw
gonna-
me fight. They're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out. I don't know if this is gonna. This might or may not work. I would like to take out the compass that I have,
Okay.
the Seeker's compass. It says that I can use it to locate object.
Yes.
So I don't know. Like, does it have to be this? Like, what I would like to do is look for like a giant vial of effing Kruthik pheromones like nearby. So can I cast? Do you know what I mean? Like, can I use it for that? Does that work? Is that?
Yeah, I would say it's familiar to you.
Okay.
Because you
so
saw it in the battle.
I'm going to take out the compass and I'm going to speak its command word, whatever that is, and then cast locate object. It has a duration of 1 hour. It does not require concentration. So yeah, I don't know if it sees something, it's gonna point me to it, and if that doesn't
The
exist,
compass
it
in your
won't.
hand whirls around in circles. The arrow starts spinning and stopping, slowing down. Where it points directly towards the back of the hole.
Shit. I was hoping it just would endlessly spin in circles. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to, I guess, maybe just start wandering and see if if they'll let me kind of walk around uncontested, just sort of aimlessly
They do.
wander.
They do.
In
You've
that
earned the trust of the elf.
direction.
You wander to the wards. As you're following it, it's pointing to the back rooms you broke through before.
It's probably that other door we couldn't get into. Out of character, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I guess, did anybody go with me as I was wandering aimlessly with a compass?
Scold is not going to come because he has disadvantage on stealth and wants to rest, and also does not really care about this cracking this case.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll
He
go
ain't no
with
detective.
you. Yeah.
He's a street
Saphira
cop.
would go too.
Okay.
And she's
I guess
also
I'd like-
pulling along
dragging
her
him.
new dwarf.
He's hopping
Yeah,
along.
over to-
Um,
okay, calm down.
So I used the compass, and I said, "Show me where some Kruthik pheromone would be," and it's pointing back here. I kind of wanted to do it before we talked to the Earl, so nobody had any time to move it. I don't really know if it's right in that room that we came up, or if it's in one of the other rooms, but it's still circumstantial, and I don't know. That's something to think about, at least.
Should we break it and check?
I don't know that I really want to break in right now. But I think if we just act like we don't think anything's back there, I don't think anyone's going to just move it out of... You know what I mean? I'm going to slowly keep walking, so it's not like I'm just stopping in front of the door that we had broken into previously.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, as you turn, it points straight behind to the left wall to you.
I
I'm gonna
understand.
I'm going to just put it back in my pocket.
Also, Saphira and Scold, could you do a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh dear.
What the hell?
19.
20.
Nice.
Feel a little bit sick for a moment, but it passes.
Oh no, poisoned.
So I don't really know what we should do, but probably we should let Timothy and
We
Skull
should rest first.
know, and we should
Definitely.
rest. And
Once
then
we rest, we speak to Earl. We question him.
also, Ovid, don't fucking open your mouth again unless we tell you to. Uncool, man.
I
Please.
just struggle with that sometimes, you know. I have a lot
Yeah,
to say.
well, don't struggle with it anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
I like this guy. He's my fave.
Basil's gonna like whisper to Ovid, like, if you need someone to talk to, like, you can talk to me. I know what it's like, wanting
You've
to
been in
talk.
puzzling and lost your leg to a Kruthik cave?
No, but I'm sure I can, sympathize.
Okay. Okay. I'm sure the only thing that isn't green is your skin. Okay. It doesn't look like you've been in many battles there. No offense.
Hey, I've been in some battles. I'm a hero.
Sure you are.
I'm a hero. Literally just yells insults every battle from afar. I'm a hero.
Hey, Shatter does a lot of fucking damage.
It's mockery. It's non-stop.
Basil's just gonna look like kind of like taken aback, like, all right, well, I was just trying to be nice, whatever.
I
Like,
I could
walk
tell.
away.
bet you're used to doing that, aren't you?
Oh shit! What a dick!
Basil's gonna get a little mad at that, honestly.
Saphira's gonna
He's gonna
push him
okay,
over.
go ahead.
Push him over.
Basil,
Yeah, push him over.
Oh! Stumbles to the ground.
Basil's just balling his
That would
fist
be
and
enough of that.
he's gonna walk out.
Okay. Walk away
And
from
then,
him.
and then Saphira grabs him by the back of the neck, like whatever clothing he's wearing or whatever, and pulls him straight back up onto his foot.
That wasn't very nice. But,
That's another peep out of you. You understand?
do I say yes to that? I don't know. You said nothing on people. I don't know if I agree with that.
God damn it, dude.
Do you understand? Not if you understand.
I like this guy. Oh shit.
Does he not?
He nods, yeah.
Okay, she hoists him back over her shoulder.
Oh!
I guess walk back over by Timothy and Scold, and then. So what? Do we just go back to that house we were in? Should we just? Do you think they left it for us?
The house we
rat.
like fucking commandeered of
Yeah.
innocent people.
I know, like
Yeah,
that's
that
sad,
Morgan
right? I don't want to just be
commandeered.
like, "Hey guys, are you home? Hit it again!" Like, "Hey, we need to borrow your house again." Should we like? I don't know where we're supposed to. There, I guess I'll look at the nearest guard and be like, "So,
Aye.
do you have any idea, like, where we can like stay, like sleep?
There must be like
We
a
had a house-
functioning barracks that we can use or something.
We had a house before, but I think people live there, and I don't like. Is there an inn or a I don't know something?
I don't think the inn's running right now, but you could sleep at the barracks. If you like.
Oh, okay. Do we want to sleep at the barracks?
Yeah.
I'll sleep anywhere.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Heading over towards the barracks, which would be it's on the top floor nearest the entrance. It's right next to the entrance, where everyone came in from the first time you entered Anhole Roll. Heading into there, that no one's going to question you as you pass on in, and there's plenty of bedrooms, plenty of rooms.
We should probably keep watch over Ovid to make sure he doesn't try to leave.
Yeah, Saphira would try and maybe figure out some way to attach the chain that's still around his ankle, since he's still got the shackle on, right? And somewhat of some of the chain. See if there's a way to attach it onto something.
What do you want to attach it onto in this room? So say you're in like a barracks room, it's a bunch of like bunk beds and whatnot, and
What are the bunk beds made out of?
wood.
Are they fixed to the ground?
No.
You could
I guess
sleep
you
on the
could-
bunk bed, and then like you would know if he's trying to drag it away.
True, actually. Yeah, she could
Put him in the
attach
top
it,
bunk.
like at the bunk bed. And
Yeah,
that
put
would
him on
be
the
her bunk
top.
bed.
Put him on the top bunk, yeah.
Well, like put him in the bed. No, he's gonna sleep on
And
the
then
floor.
chain him and kick
And
him
then
down.
he's gonna sleep
So,
on
like,
the
I want-
bunk bed. And if he tries to move, he'll be pulling Saphira in a bed.
That's perfect.
So she's gonna tie him up on the floor. He can sleep on the floor next to her bed. She'll sleep on the bottom bunk.
Okay.
And she'll just tie him up somehow with or attach him somehow with the chain to the leg of the bed, and she'll get in that bed.
Okay. What do you want to do for the rest of the night, everyone? Or the rest of whatever you can tell.
I guess what time is it? What time of day is it?
Hard to say.
I mean, I'd say
Dark man, I don't fucking know.
we're
Don't
probably
think it
not going to
matters.
be.
They're not.
We're probably not going to be seeing this guy tomorrow, right? We'll probably just come back later in the day.
Well, are we
you.
gonna take a long rest now, or are we gonna like just stay here and wait till he like, they're like, yeah, we checked on Morgan, he's great. Come on down.
We could take a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can do that.
You want to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Go ahead and take a short rest. You can roll your hit die out wherever you want. Restore anything that you need restored. If it's obviously part of the short rest.
Well, we leveled up, so I'm not sure how much HP I had before.
I don't remember either.
I will say for this regard that we'll say this short rest is a level up short rest, and you can get all your new features. I'd usually do it during a long rest, but just for the sake of difficulties.
Okay. Okay.
We can long rest if you'd prefer.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess the Earl's not going anywhere.
They probably
Yeah,
want a long
Earl's
rest.
definitely not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
no one is going anywhere. I think a long rest is absolutely suitable.
All right. Just want to bed down for the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You go to sleep. Saphira and Skull, do you find it a little bit harder to sleep? You're feeling a little bit uncomfortable.
Does Saphira throw up? Does she throw up on a dwarf?
You all fall asleep. Who's sleeping where? So you've got these open bunk bed, larger rooms. You've probably got a couple of side rooms that you could go and sleep in. Where do you want to sleep? Who's where?
Saphira
definitely
definitely
with the
next to the
top
dwarf.
Yeah.
Scott doesn't fit on a bed, so large
Theo
floor
would-
space.
Take the top bunk over Saphira and just like lean over, like wave at her, like good night. She's a fucking dork, and then would like.
Where's Timothy?
I'm just on whatever lower bunk is open
Okay,
because
nearby.
I don't want to climb up. Yeah.
Basil, nearer the ground. Basil?
He would be in a bunk, but maybe further away from Ovid because he's still pissed off about what he said.
And Scold, are you in the same room? Or do you sleep elsewhere?
Yeah, I'm in the same room.
2 hours into your sleep,
Excuse me.
Saphira and Scold, you'd be waking to a sharp pain.
Oh God.
Where did the two spikes hit you when you did your saving throw and you failed to make it? Where would you have rather been hit?
Oh boy.
Maybe in like the abdomen.
Scold, where do you reckon you were hit by the spike?
Did I fail a saving throw?
Yeah, we did. We both did at the end.
Yeah.
Arm, leg.
Let's say right in your thigh.
Sure.
You both wake up into a pain. Yours is in your abdomen. Yours is in your thigh. It's like muscles are being pushed around in there. You're lying on your bed, Saphira and Scold, you're resting back. You see the skin raised for a moment.
Oh no
Then-
no. No.
Oh no.
You take.
So gross.
13 points of piercing damage as out of your abdomen and out of your leg, little babies.
Oh
From
my
the queen.
God.
Babies, like
One
Plural?
in each of them.
okay.
Similar looking to the queen's one. Just bursts out of your leg, bursts out of your abdomen, just tearing
my
through the
God.
skin muscle, and it's going to dart straight for the closest crack in the ground it can.
Oh no.
Open it.
Saphira screams in horror at what's happening. To
Ovid
her
wakes
god.
up,
Okay.
sees it go over him. Oh, no! Oh! And it's
Do we have
darting
enough
off.
time to react?
You don't. You're asleep.
All right.
Well, if the
Well,
scream
if
is
she
waking
screams,
us
The
up,
screen's
Sorry,
waking you up,
or-
but if you want to go after the scream, that's about 2 seconds after it's.
I'm gonna
this thing is
fucking
going
grab
fast.
this thing, dude. What you think it's gonna leave?
Make a. I'm gonna say make a dexterity check to see if you can grab it quickly.
holy fuck.
14.
Just at the last bit, you managed to grab it. You're holding on to this thing. It is a smaller version of the queen you saw earlier. A much smaller version, only probably the size of your hand in total, maybe a little bit larger than that.
Fucking hell.
You're holding it in
Okay,
your
where's
hand.
the other one?
Saphira, your one is darting. It's just gone over Ovid. You've screamed. It's heading down.
Can I
Anything you
wake
want
up
to
and see it?
do? No, you're waking up at this point. You won't.
Alright.
By the time you're.
Yeah, she tries to leap forward and jumps down onto Ovid and sees if she can stomp it with her hand.
I say
Like a swatting a bug.
make a dexterity check, please.
Okay.
Holy fuck. This is scary.
So gross. It's like every nightmare ever.
Oh,
Natty one.
oh boy.
You dive, land on Ovid. Oh, you're stumbling on the ground. The others are waking up. You hear it. The thing starts burrowing underground.
I'm gonna throw mine at it
Nice.
while it tries to Start
Are
digging.
you,
Okay.
to try to kill it? To try to kill both
Yes,
of them?
with
or- okay.
exceeding force.
All your strength.
Roll. Well, it's gonna be dexterity because it's a thrown
Oh
item
god.
like that. I'm gonna say just roll a straight dexterity check again. This is the last opportunity.
But if I fuck up, 2 of them get away.
Yeah. But the thing is, they're already gonna have
hey,
to go
look.
after one of them. So
I think we're gonna have to
Yeah,
go with it
that's
now
true.
because you said you're doing it. Roll the dexterity
yeah,
check.
go
Fuck
go
it.
go.
I'm doing it.
Never think out loud. This is what we've learned.
3.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
As you throw it, it knocks against the other one, and then follows it into the hole. The 2 of them start burrowing deep into ground.
Wait. So if there's a
They're not
hole,
You've
burrowed.
all
They're
just
just
woken up.
burrowing.
I mean, they're burrowing
hold on.
pretty fast. They burrow quicker
Okay,
than
so-
they walk.
Can we do stuff now?
Yep.
shoot fire down
Okay.
the hole. Shoot fire
Do we
down
see what's
the
going
hole.
on? I'm gonna immediately twin firebolt. Wanna? Actually, no. I take that back because I didn't put my hand out all the way. Instead, I am going to magic missile, and
Nice.
I will not twin that because I don't need
Does
to.
space?
And
How are you doing this?
So there's a hole, right? They're yelling. I see a hole, right? They've yelled that there's gross bugs in the hole, and I'm on the top bunk. I assume I can see sort of the hole, right?
You see the hole?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to just magic missile the 2 gross
can't
babies
see them.
in the hole.
You have to see them.
I can't
You-
see them,
you
but I can
can't
see the
see
hole.
You can magic missile the hole, but you cannot miss
I
them.
think
them.
you have to see the target.
You have to
Yeah.
see the target magic missile.
Shit.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will not do that. I will take a second. I will fireball. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. I will immediately
That's fucking funny.
fireball the entire barracks. Okay. If I can't do that, can I instead, keeping in mind that, I guess I don't know. Can I like jump off the top bunk towards the hole? Right. This is so dumb.
You can.
I
You
wanna-
can try.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna try to do that, and then as I get towards the hole, I'm gonna burning hands, like, into the hole. Just like,
Okay.
because I don't
What's
need
the range
to
of
see
burning
them.
hands?
A 15-foot cone. Is there anybody, like, in the immediate vicinity of the hole?
If you put your hand right over the hole, you would just you could
Yeah, like,
literally
it would just shoot
fireball.
like a jet.
You could
wouldn't
literally
it?
fireball
The thing
into
is,
the hole.
she has to hop down off the bunk in time because they're burrowing quite fast.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying fireball. Don't burning hands. Fireball the hole.
Because it will just
Fire-
follow it all the way
fireball,
down.
but you
right?
can't-
Yeah. It occupies a space. If there's no space to occupy, it would
That's
just
true.
keep going.
That's true.
It's not an explosion. It's just fire.
If I... Alright, take 3. If Thea can manage to jump off the bunk, slam her hand down onto the top of the hole, and then fireball the hole, because she doesn't need to see them to fireball the space in the hole, will that backfire and backdraft her and everyone else in the barracks, or will it just stay
might.
confined to the space of the hole?
Oh boy.
Interesting
Oh,
question.
fuck.
Also, this is my first use of fireball. Like,
Oh my god,
So
yeah,
it's
you
not a-
just
it's not-
fucking got it.
It's not a point where you have to see, so you are right there. But you technically don't know how deep this hole is only about this kind of wide, right?
okay,
You don't know how deep this hole is,
negotiation number 4.
so you can guesstimate.
I can guesstimate it. Okay, or negotiation 4, firebolt says I just hurl it at something in range. I don't have to see it. So if I know they're in the hole, can I firebolt? Because I don't have to see them. They just have to be in range.
I'm going to say yes, but I'm going to up their AC. Because you
I
don't,
also have shatter, which is like
you're diving to shoot down a hole which you technically don't really know where they are in the hole. because bear in mind, like, imagine a creature goes invisible. You technically know that creature is around, and
Yeah.
the firebolt doesn't automatically hit it because you know that creature's there.
Fireball fills a volume of space.
Fireball does, yeah.
Yeah.
You can
That's what I'm
fireball.
saying. If you fireball will like fit to the space in the hole. You would totally
Unless
kill him.
It backfires.
Well, I don't think it can. I think that's in
Well,
5e.
I think that's Joe's decision.
True.
Okay.
Make a
Just to
choice.
see how good the roll is.
This is all happening in like a couple of seconds, so you wouldn't really have
Yeah.
a
I know. I think very fast.
Well,
Okay. I don't know.
it's been 8 minutes. No, I'm kidding.
We want to do fireball. We think.
Just do it. I would
Whoever
say
you
you
think-
gotta decide.
Yeah. Fuck it. She's gonna fucking go for it, man. She's
Honestly,
like,
if you blow up
"What?"
the barracks, who cares? Because like
Yeah.
there's
It's like,
the
what?
baby queen.
We're the
Baby
heroes.
queen.
It's fine.
Let's do it. What do I gotta do? What do I gotta do to make this happen? What do I gotta roll? I'm ready.
You're gonna have to
That's the
roll a
great thing about
dexterity saving
fireball.
throw
Yeah, for sure.
because
Still feels
the
to botch
hole
this.
is technically only
I
about
might not even make it off the top
20
bunk.
foot deep, right? So you're gonna scold. It's gonna burst up. It's gonna be like a geyser to you. But by the technicality of it, I mean, I'm not even gonna roll the dex save throw. These things don't have much health at all. They will die if you even roll the minimum. Please roll a dexterity saving throw and then roll the fire damage. So 8d6.
7.
More 8d6.
Oh my god.
Okay, guys.
Blew herself up.
If she dies now, she went fireball, and you just just like what?
21.
Oh my god.
You look down, fireball down the hole. The hole's just enough for it to just the fire goes away. You see this slight glimmer of these two creatures trying to burrow together, moving their tunnels away, but then fire erupts across them. Comes right back up and just scalds your hand, burning across your face. You take 21 points of fire damage as
Holy
you get burst
fuck.
back by the fire. Bits of your
But I
clothing
jumped out.
scalded and burnt away. But hey, you saw the creatures burn away.
Wait,
That's good.
is Fia like completely singed? Is she like burnt naked?
She's got one of those almost comic kind of,
took my
like
coat
her
out
hair's
before I
kind of
went to
frothed up, sooted and whatnot. She's just been hit by a fireball, essentially, yeah. The full
Oh
throttle.
my god.
And then I'm gonna go like this and sort of like wake up and be like, what is happening?
And we all just watch this happen.
Yeah, you just watch. Oh, it's like, oh, bloody hell. Okay.
I'm ready.
Sophia is like clutching her gut right now, like where she just birthed the baby
Is everybody,
Kruthik for some reason.
is everybody okay? Like,
Are
Sorry.
you okay? You.
yeah, no, I'm cool. Sorry.
No, you look really hot.
I,
Actually, not cool.
Are there any dwarves in here with us?
Yeah, be alone.
Yeah, a bunch would have probably woken up. Probably about 8 or 9 of them.
Sorry.
Skull looks at the nearest one and goes, "We're gonna need a medic."
It's like that
Okay.
ship all over again.
He gets up and just kind of heads out to go and find one. A few minutes later, you'd see a dwarf comes in and she looks at you. Hey, what seems to be the... What happened to you? Come with me, love.
What
And
about
helps
them?
Lean you up. It's like,
Just like
well, has anyone
hang my
else
head
hurt?
in shame slightly.
Uh,
No, I,
There's gut busted center wounds on Saphira.
There's
and
Yes, Saphira's
my-
like clutching this like wound in her like on her
There was
gut
a
with her
thing.
blood spilling out between her fingers.
Okay.
Did you
Let's,
did you know that I think that maybe Kruthiks can shoot spike eggs at people and they can live. I
well,
think.
we haven't any case of that happening, but if anyone's injured, come with me. I can get a stretcher if you need it. We'll put you on some infirmary beds.
I would offer Saphira like a shoulder, like to like help her get there.
She looks a bit apprehensive. She looks down at Ovid and then she just does a dismissive gesture with her hand and sits back down on the bed.
Oh.
She's a tough one, that one. Hey. What's your? You said passive perception is 15. You'd notice that the the edge of where the bottom of the bunk is slightly torn away, as if something has been kind of gnawing at it.
Holy fuck, dude.
Sarah would side eye over to this point, looking pretty pissed. She would unloose like the chain from the bunk bed, and now just use this chain as a walking leash and just drag him around by his foot.
Okay, where are you dragging him to?
Just around the barracks.
Okay, I won't do it.
You wanted to go for a walk, huh? Let's go.
The other dwarves are just watching you like pull their blankets up a little higher. Okay.
Scott's gonna go with the medic.
Okay, yeah. The medic takes you to the infirmary area. You're sat in kind of beds near Morgan. Most people are sleeping here. She's keeping it quite quiet. First of all, she cure wounds and heals off any of your burns. Put some like cold leaves on them for you, Sophia, and then
Thanks.
comes over to you, Skull. So spike in the leg, eh? Okay, I'm just gonna be double checking here. It's gonna hurt a little bit.
Gothic Queen Hatchling came out my leg.
You see, it just opens the wound a little bit and starts like just searching around to make sure there's nothing else in there.
Aw.
Seems to be safe. Okay, I'll seal the wound. Start stitching your wound up.
Ugh, you're so creepy.
That is
Bad.
nasty.
I rolled when you were hit by those spikes. I was like, it's saving throw to see if the hive would continue. I was counting down from 14 hours to see when that would happen.
Cool.
Holy shit. That's why you
So-
were trying to get the time specific in the tunnel. Goddamn.
Okay.
Okay,
Ugh,
you can spend the night in the infirmary if you prefer, and actually
Yeah,
get
why
full
not?
rest. All right. 8 hours go
Yeah,
by.
sure.
You wake up back in the for most of you in the barracks. Fear and Scold in the infirmary. You wake up after a decent night's sleep, probably a better night's sleep in the infirmary as well. As maybe not a few nights ago when most of the injured were coming in, but it's less injured in there now. Most people are sleeping or have been sedated. So let's use this as a chance to have a quick few-minute break as you wake up in the
Great idea.
in the day, and we'll be back in a couple minutes. All right. All right.
Okay.
BRB. Hello, guys. I'll bring it up so we can chat and stuff whilst we wait for Sam to get back. How are y'all?
Great.
I was saying to OG yesterday, I was like, oh man, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show. I can't tell you why, but it's something funny.
Yeah, he kept saying it.
I was like, I can't wait. So
Tomorrow's
super
gonna be
funny.
so fun.
Because
It's gonna be so much fun. I'm loving it. It's gonna
last
be so
week I
fun.
just knew when you were hit by the 2 spikes, I was so happy. Because it was the feature of the Queen. Because you guys were all just talking shit about the Queen. I was like, oh, I should get that one last feature off. And if you didn't fireball then, I reckon they would have got away. And I don't know how that would have went.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would have went. I mean, they would have had to like dig out the entirety of. I don't know. I don't know what they would have done.
Little, yeah. I was saying like during break, it's appropriate that the very first fireball that I cast did damage to me.
Yeah, it's almost a prophecy, right?
Totally.
Yeah. It fits her.
To be fair, fireball was a smart choice. If you'd done firebolt, it would have been
She
pretty
tried to make
hard.
a cool move, man.
Because the thing is, like what you said, right, with firebolt is that you don't have to see the target.
Yeah.
But because it's an attack roll, you still have to have a general understanding.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Dude, I'm still gonna try to negotiate my way out of it, though. Like, come on.
I didn't know how you guys would do this. So I was like, if they start burrowing, I don't know if anyone has any like water spells or.
I could have done shatter, but I would have had to guess where, like, how deep they had gone, kind of thing.
You like put your eye in the hole.
That would have worked, though. Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
They shoot baby spikes in your eye. Now it just like keeps going forever.
Oh God! Imagine it bursting out of your eye. Fucking.
Well, do you know what would have been interesting? Would have been if Morgus had failed the saving throw, he wouldn't have been with you.
Oh shit! He would have been all alone. Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have had an issue there.
Yeah.
Yep. You could have kept one of those as your baby. How fast? What?
How fast would that thing have matured? Because it seemed different than the one we found in the.
It was a younger version of that, but a slightly different rapid version. It would have probably matured in. It would have started being able to lay eggs in 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh God, that's
and those
awful.
eggs would have taken a few more weeks to grow. Yeah. Wow. So within 6 weeks, they would have had another hive situation. Maybe 2 hives.
2. Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, you guys would have technically made the entire situation worse.
we get up out on the back, we collect our money, we leave, and then like
you hear weeks later that the entirety of the mountain is just succumbed to it. And not only that, the hive is literally on the top level. Like Carburn's getting attacked, everything's just wrong. You're
Oh
my God. That would have been great. I've loved it.
Oh, well.
There you go. All right. So, getting back into things, you have all just had your long rest. You're level 5 now, properly. And you're open to do whatever you want with your day. Whether you want to stay or go.
We're going to question the Earl.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
Right away.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna look over at Morgan and see if he's awake.
Actually, yeah, he'll be sat upright in his bed, and actually the Earl will probably be sat next to him.
That's not awkward. I just sort of like.
Wait, is that in the infirmary?
Yeah, with Scold and Fear.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna sit up, and just sort of look over and be like, "Oh, you're awake."
Hey, I have heard that I've got you to thank for that.
I mean, not just.
No, I know you're good.
Me, but yeah. Are you feeling okay?
All
things considered.
It's strange feeling when you're prepared. You've already accepted death, and then you don't die. It's a strange feeling. So I'm not sure.
It sounds weird.
It's a little strange. But I had the best meal I've ever had. So there's that. He always kind of just like smiling at him. Do you need anything? We'll get to the hall. Oh, Father.
Aww.
You've done everything you can. His father kind of stands up and walks out. Nods his head over to you before heading back towards his hall. Morgan shifts upright. Well. So. What do you do now?
Well,
What do you know about that giant
I don't know about
that was
him.
down there with you?
Aye, Drohild. We got on pretty well, actually. When I saw him being dragged in, I got lucky, you know. They put me in the backspace. They bring in so many people down, they just forgot about me. I watched Drohild being brought in there. Killed me. He was one of the best smiths you've ever seen. He came here, I don't know how long back, but he was helping work on a project, a secret project we have, and
We know what it is.
Oh, the secret project.
like, it's not so secret anymore, is it? Seems like every fucking knows what this is. But we were struggling with the design, you see. He looks around and kind of, most of the people in the family are asleep, or like anyone that's kind of kept in here. Only you three are really awake, and then a couple of occasional nurses that come in out. We were trying to copy the Valkyrian design of the Warforged. Just no avail. Bloody difficult. And he managed to find a way. He came to us and like a beacon, and he helped us design them. If it wasn't for him, that army wouldn't exist. But at the same time, you have to wonder, yeah, fuck, does that army not work?
The Krigven. He was with.
No, he came alone.
To the mountain?
Aye, to the mountain, aye. Aye.
But your father said he saw another Krigman.
Did he? That Krieg then?
When I first arrived.
Owen? I'm not sure. I didn't meet a Krieg then. We've heard of your kind, of course. I've had cousins and whatnot going excursions up to Fjordhelm, but no, he came alone.
Well, thank you.
The army's Vulcarian design?
Aye, Valkyrian design. Well, to our best ability. Obviously, there's lost records and whatnot, but I think we did an all-right job. Well, I say they did.
Pretty impressive, but wait, did you just get a plan for them and then the plan didn't include how to turn them on?
Oh, no. We had someone... We don't have the on switch, you see.
Oh.
One of the High March people, which is the major region in Westmore where the king is. When they came down, and they inscribed some sort of magic word onto it. We're not too sure though. Or they have the command word at least. That wasn't our army. We were commissioned for it. Actually, a lot of money came to Anholo. A lot of that money was spent. As you can tell, our mining facilities are much larger. You should have seen us all that time ago when we first started the army a decade ago. It was well, it wasn't as impressive as it is now. Although I suppose you didn't really see it in good times.
I mean, I've never really been in a dwarven city, so I think it's pretty great. I mean, even though, all things considered, it's pretty great.
Hey, it is good.
But the thing with the mirrors and there's still light, that's
I
cool.
came up with that.
Yeah, that's really cool because
I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
I don't really see well in the
That's an old
dark.
dwarven thing.
I don't know who came up with it, but it's cool.
Aye, it's good. It's good. Yeah, reflection. Interesting.
Yeah, good.
Aye. It was nice to have a tourist. Anyway, if you don't mind, I'm probably gonna get some rest. But
Yeah, no, sure, definitely get some rest. I'm glad that you're feeling better. Glad that we found you.
I'm glad
Your brother was really upset, and I think your father was as well. He seems a little harder to read.
Fucking
but...
Morgus is a warrior. He gets that from my mother. But aye,
I like it.
it's fine. It's fine. I was happy to die down there anyway. It was rather warm, all things considered. Anyway, if you don't mind. Tuggers himself back off.
All right, should we
Scald
go
it.
find the others?
Yeah, Scald heads back towards the barracks.
All right. Ovid has not torn away any of the bunks since you drug him around.
Haha.
Cool.
All right. Hey guys, we just saw the Earl and Morgan in the infirmary. I mean, the Earl's fine. He was just visiting. He wasn't like hurt.
We need a private audience with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, what are
how
we
do
gonna
we
just-
get that?
I feel like we can just ask, and they'll probably be like, "Yeah, you could talk to the Earl because you totally saved us." They probably won't say it like that, but like,
right. Let's just totally ask.
I don't know if we need to like bring Ovid. I don't know if like I feel like he
you
might
don't need
make
to bring
things.
me. I can go. I
Yeah,
can
no,
go.
you're not.
We're
No,
not going anywhere.
you're
Shut
not gonna
up.
go anywhere. I just don't know if we need to bring you because I feel like I can't trust you to not make things worse, and this is already gonna be real
It's
touchy.
okay. You can trust him. And then she nudges him really hard and whispers, "Remember your tongue." He will be fine.
Okay. Okay. I'll keep it down.
What are we gonna say? This seems
We need to be careful. If we say the wrong thing, we
He's
could be in
kind of
trouble.
hot-headed. Like,
I need to ask him about the giant first.
okay, let's get that stuff out of. Wait, that's a really good point. Are there any other important things we need to ask before we make him so mad that we need answers to?
Payment.
Did we say?
Yes.
Do
Were we being paid?
No. This
I think
was
we
like
just said
out of
we'd
the goodness
go
of our
down there
heart.
because we
You
felt
mostly,
bad
you
about
mostly came down
we
here for the
also
brewers.
wanted to know, yeah,
breaking in.
and also because of the Baron back in Carbard. His
Do you know what?
soldiers.
I'm not gonna bring this up to him, but one of the things that Morgan just said was that like everybody knows about that army, so they're gonna have to like modify a lot of memories, not just us. We're not the only like people that know about. I'm just throwing that out there so that we don't
Wait.
feel so bad. But
What are you talking about?
I just mean like he's like everybody knows about it. So they were like, oh,
You said
We-
modify memories.
yeah.
They
That's
they threatened to modify our memories.
What?
Yeah, when we were you were
Did he have
gone.
his memory modified, Fia?
Are you? I'm gonna just stare at his face, like really intently. Is this like a joke? Are you doing the like?
I-
I'm gonna look at everybody else.
They were so scared of me, they sent me to the front lines. I don't.
Or they modified
Or they modified your memory.
your memory so that you didn't have the conversation about modifying your memory.
I
No, they
don't
just told
think
us they were gonna modify our
my
memory
memory.
so that we wouldn't remember the army. And then we said, no, please don't do that. And or I said, I didn't think that was a great idea. I don't know what everybody else said, but we all said no. And anyway, we still remember the army. So there was a gnome. He was asking a lot of questions.
I remember it too.
Okay. Well-
Basil's just gonna squint like as if he's not convinced still. It's like
Over's looking around.
hmm.
Okay, so we all remember the army.
Yes. I think
So
when
far.
we talk to the Earl, we need to try to see things from his point of view. Like, why would he want a Kruthik army to attack his people?
Maybe we don't blame him at first. Maybe not
we
point
definitely
fingers yet.
shouldn't
We
blame
should-
him.
We should bring up that we believe that pheromones were used. See if
Yes.
there's anything on his face pointing anything out.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it did.
like
we
it.
could see that the ground was darkened around it. Like we could see that.
Should
Like,
we
that
bring him there to talk to him then?
Maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
Tell
we
him
should,
we found
we
something
should
in the
take him
cells.
to the barracks and then take him there afterwards. I think that we should ask him that we think that somebody has used pheromones to lure him and then see what he says. And then if he lies, then we take him there. You know?
Also, did Morgus already tell him that like Ovid told it like Morgus went off with him, so he might already know. In which case, it's interesting that we're not in jail. And then I do think it was weird if Ovid called out to him and then he just didn't react at all. But that's a question for another time. So potentially he already knows that we are skeptical,
I'm gonna
We'll
go
just wing
speak to the Earl about the giant.
but we should do that part first.
Let's go.
Okay,
no
this
one
is gonna
be
go really well.
accusatory. No one be accusatory. Try to empathize, and we need to start thinking like, why would he do this? Maybe he had a good reason to.
You probably wanted to get the command word to.
That's what I thought
army.
too.
All right, I guess we'll head towards the.
All right.
Whatever.
Is anyone bringing Ovid?
Yep. Saphira's got him on his leash.
You're
he's
dragging him. Everyone's just kind of staring. You just go past. And he's like over the hardened part of the floors. Yeah, you get up to the hole. You don't even need to knock. The guards open it for you. He was sat on his seat
Bothered.
at the back of the hall. And he watches as you come closer.
Shall I get it out of the way then? You've come to accuse me of putting pheromones on the ground.
No, Skull
came to
wanted to
ask
ask
you
you
about
a
the giant.
question.
Oh, Morgus informed me of something else. All right. Well, what do you want to know about the giant? I did it was at my end of the deal.
Your son seems to think he came alone.
He
Is
did.
that true?
Right to the mountain he did.
When I arrived, you told me another Krigvan had come through here.
Aye. These parts in general.
But not with the giant.
He was initially. The giant did not. He did not come up to the mountain for some time. We gave him refuge. The Krigven and the giant, they lived not too far away. We consulted with them, paid them a lot of gold. Helped us design the army.
Do you know where this Krigvan went?
No, only that we found the giant nearly dead. He barely gave us any help. In fact, he threatened us more often than not. We paid him and tried to talk with him about design, and we'd visit him. I'd go with them, the designers. Went out there once every few weeks or so, and we came there one day and he was half beaten to death. He said that his Krigven had gone. He called him Uven. I'm not too sure what that means, but he said that he owes us his
Uven
life.
means enemy.
They were close. I don't understand why that would be the case. They were close. I thought that he might have died. I thought Uven
He was
might have been
betrayed.
dead. He did not tell us that. Only that he said that we thought they got attacked. And so we mended his wounds. He was a lot of bones broken, a lot of crushed fingers, and he was dying. And then he owed us a debt, he said, and he repaid it. Tenfold.
Do you know of Krognar?
Ragnar? No.
That is my giant.
Where is he?
I do not know.
Drohid spoke often of how giants were on the move. My son was closer to him than I was, but he said that many of the giants left one day.
Yes.
We've not had any other than Drohid come from these mountains. Other than Ettins and the occasional hill giant, but no vastly intelligent giants, at least.
Well, thank you for your assistance.
Hey.
I mean,
Scott looks
you
awkward
brought
as
it
fuck.
since you
Rubs his belly.
since you brought it up, yeah, the
Hey,
Do you know why the
Points to some boxes on the ground. These are the only pheromones that are in the mountain. They're in our back storage area. We've used them to divert traffic. We used them during the battle. I did not take any pheromones down to any prison cell. Over just looks up.
I just
Do you think that maybe somebody did?
could someone have done it without your knowledge? Like when we passed by, it did look like something had been spilled there. Like
I have
the
been
ground
told.
definitely.
I've been told. I don't know who would have done that.
Did
He was wearing his cloak. He was wearing his fucking cloak. It was him. You see,
Okay.
Morg looks down at him.
Oh gosh.
Who else has access to your cloak?
My cloak? I mean, it's in
I mean,
most of the
Can
time.
have a-
It's in my. Not anyone can have a cloak. He kind of pulls his cloak forward a little bit. It's a much nicer cloak.
I kind of looked down at my jacket. I'm like, yeah, no.
Your singed
But,
jacket.
in my room most of the time when it's not on me.
Is there? Did you have like an accounting of how much pheromone you had? Like, did you ever notice any went missing? Like, was it all accounted for all the time?
Every
Does
portion
everybody
of it.
have like?
We've done that. We've
Who-
done that because I knew you were coming to accuse me.
No, we weren't coming to accuse you. We were just trying to figure out what happened.
I mean, don't you want to know? This is your community here.
I do.
Like, what if somebody impersonated you and drew the Kruthik in?
Hey. Seems
Don't you wanna-
likely.
You're okay with that?
I didn't say that. I just said it seems likely.
You seem so
I mean-
calm about the idea of someone impersonating you and doing that to your people.
I'm not calm. If anything, I have a sense of relief. Because now we know that this wasn't just a case of some freak of nature. There is someone that will get punished for this.
And how do
Yeah.
you plan to find that person?
Not sure yet. But we'll find them. If it takes interrogating every single dwarf under this mountain, we'll find them.
Hmm.
Do we get any like kind of vibes that he may be lying?
Insight check.
Inside check.
12.
Oof.
23.
Nice.
Timothy. Holy fuck.
Maybe it's been around dwarves so much, Timothy, but you doesn't look like he's lying. There's a stoic calmness to dwarves often when they're kind of in their, for the most part in their culture, where when they set a goal, they can remain calm in it. He doesn't look like he's lying.
Hmm.
But that doesn't mean he's not lying.
Saphira leans down to talk to Ovid, and she just whispers to him, "Do you think that somebody could have been impersonating you?
I saw the all with my own eyes. How the fuck are they going to do that?
What if they're wearing his cloak?
It wasn't just his cloak. I saw his fucking hip. I saw his face. I saw his eyes. He looked at me briefly. I think it was the fucking
And
moon.
there's ways to do
Did we
that.
hear that?
I mean, if you're close to
Yeah.
Okay.
Saphira.
Okay, so then
Who's that?
Saphira stands up and then leans over to Fia and whispers, "Could his memory be
You
changed?"
said no. He said that he called out to the Earl, and the Earl didn't acknowledge him at all and completely ignored him. So how come he said first he completely ignored him, and now he says he turned, looked at him, and saw his face?
Saphira looks at Ovid as if to question.
He walked in, he looked around, I made eye contact, I said, "What the fuck are you doing down here?" And he carried on walking. I don't know. I had to, do I have to go into every fucking thing in the detail? I mean, of course I can, but I'm just saying, I saw the fucking L. I know it was him, right? I can tell who the fucking L is. Look at him. He's an
I'm
ugly
gonna,
bastard.
I
as,
believe him, she whispers.
as Ovid is saying this,
Mhm.
I am going to look at the Earl and then look at Ovid, and I'm going to say, "Wait, do you mean he looked like this?" And I'm going to cast Disguise Self and make myself look like the Earl for a second. And then wait like 10 seconds and then drop it.
I was a good rendition.
That was a pretty good. He's standing right there. That was like exact. You could not tell the difference between us. I'm pretty good at that. So somebody could have stolen his cloak, made himself look like him. And I'm looking at the Earl as I say this. So is that what you think happened? Somebody just made themselves look like you?
I mean, it's a possibility, but that spell of yours, you can change clothes with it or not?
Well, no, not.
Not sure how they get my cloak.
I can't with that, but wait, can you with alter self? Hold on.
What about a minor illusion?
Yeah.
I don't think you can move minor illusions though.
Major image though you can, but you'd have to, it couldn't pour the stuff itself.
I feel like.
Illusions can't interact with the environment. As in.
I'm gonna speak up a little bit, and to the Earl, I'm gonna say, listen, I know you must be under a lot of stress, from the responsibility of all of this, and I'm just saying I could understand if I had all this pressure on me, I might make a decision, to try to turn some odds in my favor, perhaps get access to the army. Maybe if a swarm of Kruthik, attacked, it would give good reason for the people who commissioned me to give me access to this army. I'm saying I could understand. I'm not saying you did it, but I certainly can relate to that kind of.
He leans forward on his elbows.
Also, my spell can change clothes, just FYI. Fia would have realized that, sorry.
Oh, okay. It can.
Yeah, you make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss. Sorry.
Go back and, you would have told him that.
Oops. Sorry.
I lost hundreds of dwarves. I nearly lost my own boy. The boy that I fathered, alone. I would not risk anything if it meant putting them in danger. When I find the person who did it, I will be punishing them in the worst possible way you can imagine. But no, I did not put my people at risk. And quite frankly, I sent word to High March and I asked them. I asked them directly. I need to use the army. I sent to the contact that made the runes, the one who has access to it all. One of the king's own men. And they responded no.
Did they already pay you in full for this army?
Half. Once it was being created, half when it's done.
I'm gonna turn to the group and kind of whisper, like, what if they were trying to get out of paying the rest of it by killing off all of the dwarves here? I'm just thinking out loud.
I'm gonna, I guess, turn to the Earl and say, so we know that, just from what we heard around Carburn, that there's quite a few people who aren't really fans of the whole, the whole Westmorn,
Aye.
the whole Westmorn deal, as
Aye,
it
there's
were.
not.
Do you think that would there be anybody who would benefit if everyone thought you were the one that drew the Kruthik invasion to your own mountain? Who would directly benefit from that? Like, would High March benefit from that? Would I
don't know. I don't
They
exactly
get their
have
army
many
for
memories.
free.
They get their army for free. I'd not be surprised if this was the dirtbags of Skymarch.
Whose idea was it that they would have the command word, you would have the army?
Theirs. We had to design it somewhere in secret.
Doesn't sit right with me.
Nor me. I can tell you exactly that. I've had the same thought as you. If I find out it was them. The king. He stops himself and goes, well. Either way, it was not me.
I believe you.
I do too.
I don't.
Saphira
I
slapped
would-
him upside the head.
No one would do this to their own people without reason.
He's a bastard. You don't know him. Morg looks at, why have you got that one still here?
Well, he helped us know this was a problem in the first place, so he's not completely useless.
He's pretty useless.
He's kind of mean too.
I
He
think-
said some not so nice things to me.
Oh,
We weren't gonna just leave him down there. We had to bring him back. We couldn't just. It didn't seem right to let him go. It didn't seem right to just leave him there to fend for himself.
Then I'll make him
So-
your responsibility. Ovid,
Oh,
Please.
son
Please
of
don't.
Dorgon. You are exiled from Anhorol,
What?
effective immediately. You ever step foot on our land again, you're dead. Here's your problem now.
oh,
This is like silk all over
I
again, dude.
know. we just keep getting people handed to us.
Oh my god.
Okay,
You-
well, okay.
You did want a pet, Saphira.
I gotta look over at Saphira and just nod.
Yes!
she
Oh
rolls.
my
She
God.
rolls her eyes.
Is there anything that we can do to help figure out what happened? I think we were probably gonna head back towards Carburn. This seems really bad for you and for everybody, for the whole area.
I don't know what to suggest.
You can't think of anyone that you would want to question if you could? Any, like, not here, I mean. Like,
No one I can mention out loud, for fear of treason.
of course.
But I don't know who would want. Look, Anhorol has always been good to the kingdom. It's been good to all the people. We don't get involved in politics. We make arms. We make armaments. We make weapons. We make siege equipment. We've got rich off doing that. We've lost a lot of money off doing that. We are currently in debt by doing that. But the only people that we've ever had issue with are our own kin. Like Ovid there. We're a fairly peaceful society. Ironically, because we make war armaments. But we barely interact with those of the outside world. Everyone knows my position as Earl was only given to me because they wanted the dwarven vote. They wanted representation among the dwarves of the Undersun, and they couldn't get it there. So I accepted it. Of course I did. A fancy title? A hall to call my own? Why not? We don't have enemies here. At least until this.
It doesn't. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't take an enemy to. If they want an army for free and they want
Aye.
to take it off your hands,
DM question.
Yes.
Baron Ashford is in
Mhm.
Carburn.
Yes.
Carburn is Keswick.
Yes. Kessex, Yesterlands, High March.
Baron Farnholm. No, Baron Rush is in Farnholm.
Yes.
Farnholm is
Eastern Kessex. Still part of Kessex.
okay.
still part of Keswick.
Kessex is the
Who's High March?
southeastern region. The Westmourne is made up of 3 regions. Kessex in the southeast, the Yesterlands in the center, and then High March is far in the west. High March is where the king and the capital is. It has its own couple of barons. It has its own duke. It has its own earl.
Okay.
Same with the Esterlands. Not same king, but they follow that king.
Right.
Down here,
Sorry, I forgot.
Baron Rush is the Eastern Kessex Baron. Baron Ashford is the Western Kessex Baron. The Earl resides over both.
Ooh. Ooh, I got bad feelings. They commissioned an army so far away from where they are. I don't like that.
Do you want to know why they do that? It's because we're
Yeah.
the war front. Do you want to know when the last time there was a war in High March? When they spilled blood on their own soil? Not for a millennia. That's why.
We always knew
You're
that
the
when we were
war-
coming into it.
You're the war front against. Who are they planning to? Who do they think is gonna attack? Who are they?
Well, it was first commissioned. The idea of it was back when, during the flood, they commissioned it, and we presume it's just a reaction to all of them, the magic coming back. You know, Crystal on our borders. Maybe get some bright ideas, you know. Thinking that they can invade again. A second war for more, if you will. We designed their fucking army. And when we needed it most. Anyway, we dwarves deal with our own problems.
But I think this is a problem bigger than you. It doesn't
Perhaps.
affect just the dwarves. It affects all of Kessex. It affects everybody.
Perhaps.
Is there anyone that you trust that you can trust to help figure this out?
I have many dwarves under my roof. They serve me loyally. They'll figure it out.
Is there anybody else who knows about the army?
Yeah,
like
what do you
that
mean?
isn't
No.
No, I mean
No.
that's not here. So like does Carbon know? Does anybody in the Esterlands
No.
know?
That's why we were gonna have our memory wiped, right?
Hey, it's
Because it's
the
a
point
secret.
of a secret army. We
Yeah.
don't want the
Is
information
that a
get to the
joke, or are
press.
you actually going to wipe their memory?
Hey, we're going to modify it. We weren't going to wipe their entire memory. We're not savages up here. We were just going to change it so you'd never have found the army.
You can be that specific when wiping memory?
Hey!
How do you make sure no valuable information gets lost on the way?
Oh, it's... I mean, I'm not magical myself, but... I mean, I can bring the gnome in who does it, if you like.
No, I was
Nope, it's all
thinking
good.
out loud.
Okay. But yes, you can be that specific.
Okay, I guess.
Well, we won't run around like telling people. We've already established that, right? And especially now because it seems like it would really hurt you guys, and I don't think any of us want that.
Aye.
Do we have your permission to pursue this though?
Hey, of course you have my permission to pursue it, but I will say one thing. Right now, there's a lot of speculation in the air. I don't want to say the wrong words and have myself beheaded. Do you understand?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it if you keep my name out of your mouth when you're going
Keep
around.
her ear to the ground, but we're not going to go looking for trouble.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. All right. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider on the whole Ovid thing? You just sort of like grudgingly look over at him.
As a favor to you, I can keep him, but he will be executed.
Oh,
Exile sounds alright. I don't mind. I don't have to go with them. I can just head on my own way. I'll find myself in the world. I've always been a worldly person myself. Exile sounds nice.
That sounds better.
Aye.
I'm gonna just sigh. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for staying in that role. We owe you a debt. We appreciate it. My two boys are alive because of you. That won't be forgotten.
It wasn't so hard.
You've got your people to take care of, and we should be on our way.
Hey. The Carbon soldiers have left this morning, heading back down there themselves. So, the road should be
Okay,
safe.
well, I guess good luck, and if we hear anything, we'll send you a message.
Aye. Aye. We keep
Okay.
birds here. You can send a message.
Okay.
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 We're gonna head back to Karma, DM.
All right. We're gonna head back to Carbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So,
we do.
Heading back down the hallway, away from Anhorol.
We got our horses too.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
that's
stop
right.
by and pick up
Cart.
the horses that you were. How long were you meant to
We're
have them
running.
again? I have it in my notes somewhere if anyone remembers.
3 days, I think.
3
Did
days.
we
Oh,
say,
boy.
right?
I think you've been away for at least 3 at this point. Probably
Okay.
only
We
half a day.
definitely- We definitely also came here to see a dwarven blacksmith, but I don't even know if there's any alive.
I don't
So-
think that's a thing right now.
There,
There.
might be some, but
As I-
yeah.
oh, wait.
I'm not sure they were
Sorry,
operating right now. Yeah.
I did have one last thing
With the Earl?
in the Earl's hall.
Okay.
Oh.
As I'm walking out, do I happen to see the dwarf that punched me in the face?
Yeah, let's say he's one of the survivors, yeah. He stood there with his
Oh,
shield and
shit.
spear.
Okay. I'm not gonna make eye contact. I'm not gonna,
Okay.
really glance over, but as we walk out, I'm going to get sort of within 10 feet of him,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to subtly cast Prestidigitation,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna have that last for an hour. The sound of like a mosquito just kind of buzzing, just around him, and I'm just gonna keep right on walking. I almost forgot that.
Fuck off.
So good.
As you go
so
past him, you just
good.
hear him just swat on the air. Okay, nice. All right. You head back down to get your horses, your cart, and the first thing you do as you pass through the barracks is you see the big doors that you first entered several days ago. And the light bursts through. It's the first time you've seen actual sunshine in days.
Ooh.
Oof.
And as you step out onto the ridge to head down towards Carbon.
I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll keep playing for a little bit longer if everyone wants to. Just a tiny bit longer if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. You head out from the ridge. It's bright daylight, probably closer to 1 p.m. at this point. So the sun is high in the sky. You have to make your way down the long descent back down towards Carbon. Should take you in total with the mounts and everything. Probably, especially since you're going downhill on this bit as well, I'd say 6 hours total to make it back to Carbon. Along the way, after a couple of hours of journey. Oh, actually, well, hold on a second. As you've come out, what are you doing with Ovid? He's like, hey. So,
Chucking him in the cart.
you've got down to the bottom of the mountain with him. Okay, good. Where are we going? What do we do as a band? Are we like some sort of traveling group?
I don't like him.
If you don't mind, you could drop me off at Undersun. It's only, several weeks ride up north. I'll find my way around there, I'm sure. Pick up some food on the way if you want.
I'm just trying to think of something mean that they could do to send him on his
How do we
way.
know? How do we know you're not going to say anything?
Say anything about what?
He's a coward. He's not gonna do
Yeah,
anything.
fuck off. I'll tell you what I like.
Saphira uses that as an opportunity to give him a swift kick in the chest.
I don't tell anyone. Not us all. Okay. Maybe I should just
Go
get out
live
here.
Go live a quiet,
I think you get out here.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll do.
Climbs off. He's still got your core stuff.
Right. So,
Oi,
No.
what?
you can use that while you're with us. You're
But
not
I
with
need
us
a-
anymore.
How else am I meant to survive?
Saphira
You're a
would,
survivor.
Oh, you were a
survivor.
survivor.
Saphira would take it and then give him another kick in the back.
Ah!
I
He falls
think,
onto the ground.
Oh god.
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's head to Carbon.
Right. You see as he kind of crawls up and he starts making way, trying to find a stick on the side of the road to make his way. And you head down. Along the way, you would have passed by. Let me change up the music to make it more roadly. Let's do this one. You would pass by about 80 or so Carbon soldiers and their kind of retinue are all just marching and slowly heading back. Less of a march, more of a just a kind of a gathering of walk. Like they're not acting like an army at this point, sharing stories, just happy to be alive. As they see you, a lot of them stop, and they watch as you ride past, and they all just begin clapping their hands, watching you as you go past,
Oh.
and they all just kind of salute you, their arms up, watch you as you go past, and let you
So cute.
head on by them before continuing their walk. You're making better distance than they are with horses and a cart and everything, but to them, you're heroes. You, after a couple more hours, a few more hours of traveling, you finally see, after this peaceful woodland journey, the very kind of presence and the atmosphere here is far more welcoming. They call it the Clearwood for a reason, because it's, for the most part, void of danger. You hear a cat. And
Sorry, she's so vocal today.
and so it's been a peaceful journey. You hear birds and the occasional deers run past and whatnot before you see Carbon come into sight. For the cast, I will put you guys onto the Carbon page so you can kind of get away from the ugly side.
As you do that,
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fee's gonna say to everybody, I know this is a little bit of a sticky subject, but given the fact that when we passed those soldiers, they kind of saluted us and cheered, we need a name. And I know some of us don't love the Cockslayers, and some of us are okay with it. And I
I'm
realize
not married
that
to it.
it's not, I think the more I think about it, it's catchy. And I think that a name has to be catchy, right? I don't know. My mother always said you have to have a strong, people have to fear and know who your crew is, right? So I think that's important.
The Cockslayers.
Wait, your mother said that?
Yeah. No, I mean, that's
You'd
like
have to
basic.
know
When you,
who your crew
yeah.
is?
Yeah, no, yeah, obviously.
Was she
Anyway,
a
that's not
pirate?
the point. Well, she's an entrepreneur. Anyway,
This makes so much sense.
she
Yeah,
says it should be catchy and should make sense. But the more I think about it, you can't have like a little kid yelling Cockslayer. Like that seems bad. Right?
What's wrong with it?
Basil, do you?
Saphira whispers to Basil what cock is also a synonym for.
I've been going around telling people that's what I am.
I thought you knew. I thought you were like in on the joke. That's why it's funny.
Oh my god, we have
Why do you
to
think
change
we
the
didn't
name
wanna
now.
join?
No, we have to change the name now. I told Affy I was a cockslayer. Oh my god.
She's probably not going to call you again.
So
say that. You really think so?
I do think maybe we really, we need a different name, but we should have a name because people are gonna know what happened there, and so I don't really have a name in mind, but probably Cockslayers should
How
be
about
retired.
the Queen Slayers?
Ooh.
Do you think
That's
they'd
gonna
not like
that's gonna
that in
upset
Westmore?
royalty when we apply. To be honest.
We can then explain that it is a Kruthik's queen, but it sounds a little bit...
That's gonna. I'd like to
Queen
avoid
Slayers?
any names that create problematic assumptions.
I mean, we are the heroes of NHRO, so just
And
In my
Larian.
personal experience, it's normally good to let other people name you.
hadn't thought of that.
It's fair. Penwig did give us the name. I do need to write him and let him know that we're not going to be called that anymore. Maybe he has
Well,
some
we
ideas,
changed
and I'll
his
just.
tavern to the Cockslayers.
I know. I
didn't
said
we?
it was a bad idea, and then you were like, "No, that's cute." And then I thought you
Do not
knew what it
ask
meant
the
for us.
guy who named you Cockslayers for suggestions, okay?
But it made sense, right? We had just killed
No.
It made sense.
I think we are all in a general agreement here that we just let the public name us, and let's
Yeah.
continue to Carburn,
All right.
aka Joe.
yeah.
Enjoy your naming.
The Dick Hunters.
Nice.
It's like a game of telephone. Cockslayer gets twisted into Dick Hunters. Yeah.
Okay. So the former Cockslayers, the band with no name, sees Carburn come into the distance. People are... It's almost unaffected. People are walking around and just kind of going about their way. Most of the town's already been repaired by this point. As you're kind of coming down from the mountains, you're going to be weaving around to the eastern exit. And there's just a lot of people being jovial. You see dancing going on, people buying food and trading things, and you just feel like you're back in civilization again. And then, Saphira, you hear in your head, "You let one of mine live. I hear your next words. What did you find in the Sister Cliffs? In return, I will give you Ramir."
Oh. What?
Saphira stumbles onto the ground and just blinks really hard. She looks very confused.
Tavera?
She looks around really slowly to see who could possibly have been talking to her. Who is that? Who said that?
Who said what?
The voice returns. "You have heard of me. My name is Yule. Again. What did you find in the Sister Cliffs?"
Oh my god.
Who is Yule?
It's okay. It's been a while. It's been a while. That's okay. So Sister Cliffs
That's
also
fucking
refers to the
funny.
first mountains you did pre-stream, by the way.
Yeah.
Yule is the
Oh,
person that
okay.
supposedly hired Ramir.
The slavers. Yeah. And
All the
also
way
they
back.
were trying to find something in the mountain, which we did find something in, but
She's supposedly, in charge of Ramir, and then
they were looking for something. We weren't quite sure what they were looking into, but we bonded with the kobolds of the mountain and found some interesting stuff. but they're bad people. Not the kobolds, the Yule and the slavers and all of them.
What was the name of it? Yule.
Yeah.
YUL.
YUL. She looks to Fia and then to Basil and Timothy and Scald. Somebody is in my head. Somebody is speaking to me.
Oh no, is this like a side effect of like the Kruthik baby thing?
She shakes her head.
It's probably the stone.
Yule.
Wait, what?
Yule?
Really?
They asked me, what did we find in the Sister Cliffs? And that they will give us Ramir.
Oh, okay. Wait, just now?
She nods.
What? I didn't hear anything.
Neither did I.
She
said
blinks
it-
really hard. She's really confused right now.
Oh.
She was in your head?
She nods again.
Basil.
Does she know where we are?
Oh yeah.
In your head. You let one of mine live. I hear your next words. What did you find in the Sister Cliffs? In return, I will give you Ramir.
Basil's just gonna say out loud, meet us in person to discuss this.
Who are you talking to?
This
Oh,
is
hold
my
on.
last message. I will not meet you. We will never meet. If you want revenge, you will answer.
And there, it's gonna hear my next words, even if I'm answering. Okay.
Whatever you say next.
Well, we didn't find anything interesting.
Well, the kidnapped people.
We found kidnapped people. She's in my head right now. He's like whispering to Fia. I mean, she says basically that she'll give us Ramir, but I don't think we should trust Yule, so I'm not gonna
Tell
tell
her
her
to go
anything.
fuck herself.
Go fuck yourself!
You're not sure if your last message got through to her or not, but
It's fair.
you don't hear anything more in your head. You are on the outside of Carburn right now, and it seems fairly peaceful inside. Is there anything you'd like to go and see before we wrap up for today?
Brewers Guild.
Before we head into Carburn, is there anything else? Or
I'll say you can visit one thing in Carburn before we wrap up. Be it a
Okay.
shop, be it
no,
a
I
person,
just
be it
mean like
anything.
what? I guess what entrance were we
You're
coming
the eastern
into?
entrance.
Is that where?
The good one.
Is that where we said we would look for a message
What, from
oh, from
Silk?
Silk.
From
Silk? Like
It's
we should
nearby.
check.
Yeah.
We should check
Oh,
our
yeah.
like drop spot.
Yeah, let's
Before
do
we-
that. I like that.
Go in.
Scott is going to spend this time traveling to study the belt he got.
Okay. Yeah. You could have spent some time during it. I don't have the item on hand. Do you want me to read it out to you before I text you?
I studied the belt right now. Tell me what it is right now.
Okay. Okay. No, that's fine. You can. I would. I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you what it
It's
is.
a joke. It was a joke.
Do you want it in text form? What it does? Do you want others to know?
Yeah.
What you want me to tell you, or just text?
Just tell the
Okay.
world.
But do
Um,
it in like a French accent.
I'm not going to do that. In this belt seems to be one that will improve over time. For now, it gives you benefits based on your giant runes. As long as you imprint the giant runes you have into 2 of the seals, the passive benefits of both of your giant runes will increase. Your Hog rune will now give advantage against diseases and advantage against being petrified. And Stein, when Stein is imprinted, you are passively immune to surprise whilst you're conscious, as it increases the insightfulness. And the more runes you get, the more it will do, and the more it increases in power, the more it will do.
Nice.
Basically,
That's cool.
rune
That's
imprint.
hell.
Very pog.
Very pog.
And you get to look like a WWE wrestler when you wear it.
Mhm.
Well,
Can you smell what Scold is cooking? Sorry.
It's fish.
It's always
It's always
it's just always.
that's the title now. 100%. It's fish.
So
It's
good.
always
That's
fish.
so good. Oh my god.
Okay. So you want to go and look at your drop?
Yeah, we should look at our
for-
drop spot
Okay.
before we go in, I guess, since we're here.
So that was over by the bridge, right?
Yeah, as I remember.
You head over that way toward where the bridge is, and look where you said you'd meet Silk or have left a message. Walking past a few fishermen and whatnot. Roll a perception check, everyone. Who goes to go and check on this?
Jesus. 7.
This is just checking on Silk's spot.
Looking for like the message, anything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
21.
Saphira, everyone's looking around. You can't see anything where a message might be. Or everyone just sees like there's a little boy over there. There's a bunch of fishermen walking past and whatnot. Saphira, your eyes make out the little boy. You see that they're wearing kind of a ragged hat. Rags similar on like all across them. Muddied up a little bit. You see just a little glint of the sunlight. You see a little green chin.
Oh.
And a
Saphira
goblin stood there,
grins.
waiting
She
for you.
grins ear to ear and she walks over there.
The goblin looks up at you. It's got a thinner face than Silk. This is not Silk.
Oh.
And he goes, studies you for a moment, looks down. Little boy, leave. Little boy, leave. Little boy, leave. Hoping you'd walk away. On its belt, you can see Silk's dagger. Or Fia's dagger.
Yeah, hello. Do we see? Can we walk over? Well,
Yeah, I mean, you're talking to Saphira.
Okay. All right.
She looks at him confused.
Trying to
What
keep
is
his face
Silk?
shadowed. Silk? 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 Pulls the dagger out.
Silk. She confirms. She nods.
Yeah.
You see this kind of goblin grin go across. Silk. Cave. Wait.
I'm gonna-
Fight.
Cave, wait, fight. Is that what you said?
Cave. Wait. Fight.
Cave, wait, fight.
What cave?
Cave. Wait. Fight.
Okay.
Does anyone speak
Maybe
goblin
he's
noise?
just-
Or goblin?
Oh gosh.
Nope.
No.
Cave. Wait. Fight.
Maybe he's just waiting for us in the cave to go fight his people. His cousin, was it?
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Cave. Wait. Fight.
Cave. Wait. Fight.
Fuck.
Saphira does a gesture, a confused gesture, and then points to see if he will show them any direction.
So you look down and he puts his middle finger up at you.
Holy shit!
She
Not very
clenches her
nice.
fist and grits her teeth in a threatening kind of way at him.
And he grits his teeth back a little bit too big for his shoes.
God, like, this guy is amazing.
You must be ready for the
Yeah,
ready
Just
for
let
that.
me off for the fuck. It's so toxic.
it's so funny.
This is really funny.
I guess when we're ready, we should go
Yeah.
to the cave and meet up with Silk and help him.
Cave, wait, fight.
Cave, wait, fight, like you said.
Can you tell? Oh shit! I don't know. Can you tell Silk? Cave fight.
Silk,
Yes?
cave, wait, fight.
Little boy,
Fair.
wait. She says.
Little boy,
With
wait.
a-
Little
Okay,
boy,
all right.
leave. Little boy, wait. Little boy, wait.
Saphira
Oh.
nods
No.
in confirmation.
Goes and sits on a little kind of stump area. Nice.
I love him. He's
so
my
cute.
favorite.
It's so cute.
Can't
Oh my
believe he
God.
flipped me off.
So cute. Super
We gonna
cute.
just leave him here? Do we want to send him back and we'll figure out what the cave? Like we know the general
I don't
area.
know how to send him back. I mean,
I think he will wait for us. We go, we do what we need to do, then we go back. He's
I
waiting.
guess, I guess he's got the dagger. He should be okay.
he'll be okay.
I think he will wait for us. Little boy, wait, right?
Little boy, wait.
Okay.
You just hear him
Um,
muttering in his goblin.
I love him so much.
Okay.
He's my new fave.
That's like three favorites. This episode
He's so
already.
cute.
You had
Yeah.
the baby queen, then Ovid.
This has been a good episode for Saphira.
My maternal instincts are strong.
Yeah.
All right.
I
He sits waiting.
All right.
love him. Oh!
Okay.
Okay. You
I
head
guess
back
we
towards
go
Carburn.
into. Yeah.
All right. As you enter into the bustling streets of Carburn, you get that familiar smell. No longer that smell of kind of damp and just that kind of sweet Kruthik blood. Instead, only sweetness in the air is kind of sugared bakery goods and that of anything or from a town. And you feel like you're
Yum.
back, almost back home. And waiting just up ahead of you, you see the familiar sight, looking around a little bit cluelessly, like he's looking for someone. And his eyes rest on you. Erti, the person that you first met back in the first episode at the inn. And in his hands is a baby griffin. And he smiles.
Oh.
And that's when we're in the episode.
Oh.
On a wholesome note.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's very wholesome.
Tell me, baby.
This is like the broodiest episode of D&D.
It's so funny because like I had Erti as kind of being like he's going to be in Carbon. If you guys go there early, you'd be able to go and have a conversation with him. But he's always going to have the baby griffin. And like the episode theme was finding a child the whole time.
Yeah, my God. Truly. Oh,
I need
that's awesome. I think you broke her.
She's just going to collect children throughout this entire thing, have like an orphanage somewhere.
Oh.
Just like a fucking Pokemon trainer, dude. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's so cute. Oh.
Alrighty, everybody, shall we wrap up then? Thanks everyone for coming out.
Yes.
So, as always, let's go around. Let's start with you this time, OG. Tell us what you're doing this week. What's going on?
Why do you do this every week? I'm gonna be working.
Well, look,
my
it'd be awkward if I
9
just
to
skipped
5
over you.
Job.
New viewers would come in and be like, "Why is she just skipping over Old Lady Gamer?" It'd be
Okay,
weird.
yeah, all right.
Really
Hello,
toxic.
I'm Old
Yeah.
Lady Gamer. I don't really stream right now. Sometimes I do. If you want to follow my Twitch for when I decide I'm going to stream again, that's Old Lady Gamer. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, where I mostly don't punctuate things, bitch about weird stuff, and live tweet terrible reality shows, you can see me at Old Lady _gamer. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing this week. Probably working my 9 to 5 job, and I think I'm going to order pizza right now and maybe some boneless chicken wings.
Fun.
So yeah,
Okay, yeah, nice.
that's me.
Nice.
Yeah, shout out to Lou Malnati's, the pizza place. We're not
Okay.
sponsored by them. I just
That's
like them.
slightly
Free
doxing yourself.
advertising.
Slightly close to doxing there. Let's move on.
They're all over. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I thought it was a particular one.
No,
Okay.
dude, it's a massive chain. It's huge.
Okay.
That's just narrowing me to where everybody already knows I am.
Okay,
That's nothing.
I trust you. Shane.
Hi, I'm Shane. This is probably my favorite session so far,
Yeah.
start to finish. Even though there was no combat either, it's been my favorite
It
one.
was so good.
I was normally like super into combat and less everything else, but this one, it was like a murder mystery
Yeah.
over there, trying to figure out what was happening. But it's been unbelievable. I've been playing a lot of Terraria, super modded Terraria.
Awesome.
It's been a disaster, but it's been fun.
Good stuff.
That's about it, though.
Are you gonna be playing more of that this week?
Today, actually.
Nice. Brie Bun.
Hi. This was also one of my favorite episodes of all time. It was so good. Yeah, I'm Brevon. I've been streaming Ghost of Tsushima. Probably gonna stream tomorrow. So.
Nice. Okay. Mr. Strippin.
Hi guys, I'm Strippin. I play a little bit of everything over on twitch.tv/Strippin every day from 2 Eastern.
And when he means variety, he means variety. I think every time I've watched your stream recently, you're playing in depth into a new game. Like
I know.
You just got into what's that game? Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah,
So good.
I got a mod pack made for all the sub emotes,
That's so good.
Nice.
and yeah, it's pretty fun. If people die from the chat, they get banned from the channel.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah,
funny.
'cause it's
Wait, how
like
long?
realistic permadeath for like 24 hours.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
If they die in the game, then there's like they're gone.
That's so funny.
That's fucking funny.
It's pretty funny.
Charlie.
Yes, hello, my name is Jari, not DJ Ari, not Dejari, this Jari. I stream on twitch.tv/Jari, and I mostly do creative and variety games. At the moment, we've been doing a lot of painting, and a little bit of Minecraft and Catan, because I'm a loser who loves board games. So yeah, if you want to watch me, we're probably going to be doing some paintings next week.
Nice. Catan. I looked at your Catan for a moment, and it looks pretty goddamn hard to get into.
It's not. It's really
Is it
simple.
like Risk?
Yeah, Catan's easy, dude.
It's
Yeah.
not like Risk.
Okay.
Risk is much more complex
It's
and
really
annoying.
fun.
Is it good?
Come visit after lockdown and shit's cooled down, and
Yeah,
I'll teach
play
you how to
some.
play.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. I'm Joe, as you know, and that rhymed there. It's good. Someone write
Nice. Oh,
that down.
God. DJ
I
Harry.
That
Yeah, nice.
that was really good.
the only 2 streams I really have planned this week are Tuesdays. Well, actually, I'm not doing my Thursday workshop at the moment. We've been setting up a new show called, I think we're going to finalize it as D&D Battle Arena, or Godforged Battle Arena. It's all going to be under the Godforged brand. And essentially, it's a bunch of people, streamers and friends of mine. 16 of them are going to be making monster-based characters, anywhere from like a mind flayer to a giant ape to whatever you see. And they're going to be fighting to the death in an arena, a roleplay-based arena show. We've been working on that on Thursdays. We don't really have much left to do now. We just have to kind of get the maps done. So I'm not sure we'll do a workshop. If we do, it'll be on Thursday. Other than that, Homebrew Tuesdays on my channel is where we read a bunch of homebrew stuff made by the communities across all the D&D Reddits and Twitter and all that stuff. Other than that, I have no idea what I'm going to be playing. So yeah, just come on by if you want to see if I decide on something. I'm sure this week, maybe. No, I can't speak for everyone. I'm
sure this week, maybe.
Well, our group might do maybe SCP during this week, so I think you can probably check that at some point.
Ooh.
I feel like we probably will, because I think there's a huge patch.
That'd
But
be
other than
fun.
that, anyone streaming in a second? Can I host anyone here, or?
I will
Nope,
be in a
I'm going to
minute.
bed.
I'm gonna take a break and get some food.
Good plan. I'm gonna do
So
the
you're
same.
good.
Shane, do you say you are?
Yeah, in a minute. I gotta set everything up.
Okay, it's okay.
Go, Shane, go.
I'll put on like the
I'm going.
B screen so everyone can shoot off, and then I'll send everyone over to you once you're live. Sound gooch? Okay, cool.
Thank you much.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. Appreciate the hell out of it. And we'll see you next week for episode 11.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.